living room, your sexiest fits. It's like room temperature, you know it's a hit. It's like Nefititi is feeling the fame. It's like this is my life, I ain't playing no games. It's like gentlemen, your fits are insane. It's like look at me, ain't playing no games. It's like love y'all, I'm feeling my fans. It's like music got me all in.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing today? Hi, Kay. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning, Kay. First in line. I see you.
How you doing this morning? Let me turn my camera on, y'all. Let me get it together. Okay. Good morning.
Hey.
How you doing this morning? You having your coffee today, Kay? Oh, what we tell you, lay down. Lay down, Mocha. Lay down. Now, I took. Lay down. Now, you didn't let the lady and the man get on the bus, and you didn't do nothing. Now, lay on down.
I'm morning coffee, y'all. Got to y'all just tuning in. You feel?
You got you some coffee. Hi, Ryan. Thank you for coming in. I'm good. How are you guys? Oh, we doing good this morning.
We doing good, y'all.
It's a nice day out.
Yeah.
The sun ain't out today. I think it's supposed to. Be careful. Mm-hmm. I think it's supposed to rain. You can't keep it.
Why is it leaning like that?
Because it got like a. You can't keep putting your thing on there without holding. We got I think we got a little rain coming today. But right now it's like what did it say, like 70?
72.
72, and it's supposed to get up to 82 today. So it's not gonna be too bad. Not too bad today. But how y'all doing this morning? Trying to have my coffee. Because I had to get out and about again today. Going to a few stores. Did you get your grocery haul? Well,
Ryan?
we got some stuff yesterday, so I got my coffee. Hi, Anne Marie.
And
I was going to call you Mary Ann.
I was going to say Anna.
Hi, Anne Marie.
Hey,
thank you for coming. Zachariah has your buttermouth.
the buttermouth is good.
Let me show you. Let me show you. He's still in the cocoon.
He's a peanut butter mouth now.
He's still in the cocoon. Anne Marie, my mind this morning, y'all. He's still in the cocoon today. And this is, let me see. We might have Mocha acting up. I've been taking her in when she act up, so she'll learn to not do that.
Leave it.
But let me tell her, you know she's not gonna listen. Yeah, but he's still in the cocoon. Leave it. Lay down, or you gonna go in the house. You remember what I said? If you don't leave it, you're gonna go in the house. Leave it. I said leave it. Lay down. Mocha. What I just said? Lay it down. Leave it. Leave him alone. Leave it. She just want to go off, y'all. Leave it.
Y'all see her?
He all right. Leave it. Lay down. Mocha.
They said dogs are too. Kay said dogs are too funny.
Yeah, aren't they? He said, lay down. Go in the house. Go in the house. You want to go in the house? Lay down. Lay down.
It's okay, baby.
Jeez Louise.
It's okay, mama.
Now two people just got on the bus, y'all. They came right here and they go across the street and they get on the bus right there. She stayed quiet. She stayed calm. Because I told her, if you start, you're going to go in the house and I'm going to put you in the cage until I'm done. So she just looked at me and she was just growling a little bit. But I try to keep her. Leave it, Mocha. Leave it. Give me one of them. Give me one of those things right there, cause she need a sound. The sound. One. Leave it. Lay down. Lay down. She like that sound. You do that sound, she be all right. Leave it. Leave it. People walking around look good. Good this morning. A lot of people walking around and getting their yards together and all that type of stuff. And
These
I
clouds are
guess they
looking
doing it
good.
while I think they doing it because it's nice and cool. Well, it's not cool, but it's not too hot right now. So a lot of people getting there trying to get their yards and things like that together this morning. When you don't feel good, you don't have to work. Correct.
That's correct, Brian.
Well, yes, Ryan. But I've been trying to get up anyway, even if I don't feel good, because when I was out the other day,
Hello, Marlon.
like I was in a lot of I was in a lot of pain. So, but I still called myself getting up doing the video. But I didn't have to cook, So King Zachariah went and got some stuff, so I didn't have to cook. But I've been trying to get up, even when I have chronic pain, so uh, my pain is I always have pain. So, but other times it'd be worse when I move around too much or try to do too much. It'd be much worse. So, but I've been still trying to keep it moving, even with the pain, because this is something I have to live with for the rest of my life until the Lord say the same and say something different. Because miracles happen every day, but in the meantime, I have to deal with the life that I have. So I try my best to get up and do whatever I can whenever I can. Remind me when my mama used to get the spatula and bang on the table. Give me my brothers a warning before she got up. I know that's right. Anne Marie, only thing I used to have to do is give my kids a look. Give them that look, they already know. Oh, I must be doing something bad. I must be doing something wrong. Gotta give them that look. Oh, are you sick? Are you sick this morning, Ryan?
Yeah, he was asking you a question about if he was asking you do we have to still go to work if you're sick?
No, you don't have to go to work if you're sick, Ryan. If you're sick, then you need to call in. Most jobs, you have to call in. You have to call in a few hours ahead of time. But if you sick, they should they now most jobs may want you to go get a doctor's statement to come back, but no, you shouldn't go to work if you sick because you don't know what's going on. You don't want to give nothing to nobody, things like that. So you definitely need to find out what's going on with you. Oh, you got my prayers. You got my prayers, Ryan. You are in my prayers. I hope you feel better.
What up, TMZ?
Hi, Hood. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, you're in my prayers, Ryan. I hope you feel better. I thought you was asking me about me if I work when I'm sick or when I'm not feeling good, but if oh, that's you. Okay. Yeah, but if you don't feel good, you definitely need to call in and go see about yourself, see what's going on. You know what we got going on right now in the world, so you got to make sure you're not taking that stuff to work with you and giving it to somebody else.
Sorry,
There
y'all.
was a car going by with music. I didn't want to get I didn't want to get my video
Copyright. Copyright.
flag, y'all. Yeah, but you definitely need to go see about that and see if you okay. You know, not only you. You know, we give. I feel real bad if even if I give somebody a cold. When I have a cold around here and King Zachariah not sick, I spray Lysol. I keep keep him out my way a little bit so he won't get it. You don't want to get nobody else sick. Lay down, Mocha. Lay down. Thank you. Yeah, I found out that little noise. Like Anne Marie say, that little noise do a little something something.
I told her not the Krabby Patty flipper. She said the spatula. I said the Krabby Patty flipper. No.
Yeah. But it's definitely a good day. We got our coffee out here with us, drinking our coffee this morning.
Mm.
I probably won't be on too long this morning.
Probably on like 2 hours.
Cause
You could.
oh yeah, because I'm gonna get out and about. I did do like Kay asked me. I did get a little shopping done yesterday, but I didn't go King Zachariah with, and because the ride that comes and takes me to do that type of stuff, he was taking somebody else yesterday, and I like to do my stuff by myself. I don't like to ride with nobody else because you don't know what all they got to do, and I don't like to be in the car and stuff like that longer than I have to. Them bumps and all that stuff hurt me. When I was in my chair the other day, I was good until my medicine wore off, and then I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna have to try to get used to that.
What up, Dwayne?
Good morning, Dwayne. Thank you for coming in. I definitely gonna have to try to get used to that because I was like, oh my gosh, them bumps and all that moving around that really had me down.
Yo, what's up, Nunu?
Hey, Nunu, thank you for coming in this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yep. Look what our little friend doing. He's still in the cocoon, y'all. He's still in his cocoon.
What up, Word?
Good morning, Word. He's still in his cocoon, y'all. This is day, let me see, 26. I got him on the 26th when he was walking around. He went in his cocoon on the 27th, and it's the second today. So we got about maybe a week. We've been in his cocoon for about a week now. I'm so ready for him to do what he gonna do, y'all. I'm excited to see. I ain't excited to see that moth Anne Marie talking about, but and the grasshopper that Word talking about, and the dragon. Who told me it was gonna be a dragon? Was that Metro?
No, that was
Who was that? Said
it was either Metro or either Word. I think Word said he was gonna be a dragon.
No, he said it's gonna be a grass.
No,
Word said a grasshopper.
Yeah, he said a grasshopper. I think
and a butter moth.
I think GJ3 said it was gonna be a dragon.
A dragon.
It was one of them.
No, GJ said it's gonna be a butterfly. I mean, yeah, he said it's gonna be a butterfly. But yeah, we gonna see. It's about a week. He been in his cocoon now. I think today is the 7th day he been in his cocoon. Let me see, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Today is the second. Yeah, he been in his cocoon for like 7 days, and I only seen him walk around one day. Hey, Uncle L, thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
We ain't gonna worry about you and your buttermoth Word. Not this morning. Not this morning. Y'all, I really had I don't know if y'all seen my live when I was out and about, but we really had a good time. I definitely want to do that again. Next time I'm gonna go to a different I'm gonna see how many food trucks and stuff is in the area, and go to different ones and stuff like that to review their food when I can. But I really had a nice time. I had to suffer the consequences afterwards, but I definitely have fun. Even when we going through stuff and things like that, we still gotta try to get up and get out there, y'all. We gotta get up and still live. Can't just lay down and give up. We gotta definitely keep it moving, keep trying, keep pushing. Keep pushing, y'all. I'm learning because in the beginning, I some of the stuff that I do now. In the beginning, I couldn't do any of that, y'all, and it was a time. It took me. It took me. It took me a long time to be able to even move around. So now that I'm moving around a little bit, I'm gonna try to keep it moving because when you working your when you working your body and working your bones and stuff like that, you have better you know they start working a little better for you, even though it's still painful and stuff like that. But you want to keep them bones moving. You don't want them to stiffen up and lock up, and then you can't do nothing at all. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to what? Leave it. Lay down. Lay it down. Yeah. So you definitely want to you want to keep your body moving. I'm not for the.
Listen,
What you hear?
it's raining.
Is it raining? Oh, y'all, it's drizzling a little bit.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you definitely want to if you're going through anything, y'all, try to keep it. That's why they have therapy and stuff like that. So people can try to keep their body moving. I had therapy uh for what, about a month and a half when I was in the hospital. Uh, it's a bus going past, y'all. I had therapy for about a month and a half when I was in the hospital. So after that, when I came home, I made sure after that day, after I got home, I made sure I kept, getting up every day trying to do something, trying to move around a little bit. I even uh watch some people on in the morning or when I can doing their exercise, and I try to move with them. I can't move like them.
Oh, mommy, that's crazy.
I can't move like them, but I try to keep it, because if you sit and you don't move and you don't do anything, you can set up blood clots, and that could be fatal. You know, your body is set up blood clots, and that travels to your heart, and that's fatal. So you wanna make sure you trying to get up every day and trying to move around some type of how. I know it's painful. Trust me, it's painful. Um, but you gotta do it because it is what it is. If you can't change what's going on with you, then you have to evolve with what's going on with you. You have to deal with it and move forward as such. Hi, OG. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Marlene. Thank you for coming in.
What up, OG?
It's pouring rain here. It's drizzling a little bit here, Marlene. Yeah, it's just drizzling so far here, but it's pretty nice out. It's like 70 something. It's supposed to get up to 82 today, so it's not gonna be as bad as it's been. But like I was telling everybody, I do have to get out today, but I'll be in a car. So but but the forecast here says it's just supposed to do a little showers, and that's it. It don't supposed to then tomorrow. I guess we'll be getting that thunderstorms and stuff tomorrow. So I might have to. I might have to do my coffee inside tomorrow, y'all, because King Zachariah don't do no storms, y'all. King Zachariah, I would sit out here. I wouldn't mind, as long as it's not lightning. If it's thundering and it's not lightning, then I'm good. But if it's lightning, then I don't mess with it. I be in the house. But King Zachariah, he don't like none of it. The thunder, the lightning, none of it. Okay, he be like, and you know what he do, y'all? When it be really, really, really bad, he go to sleep, so he don't have to deal with it. He be like, I'm going to sleep. That way I won't hear it.
Yo, what up, time?
Hey, Tam Tam, thank you for coming in. Y'all drinking y'all some coffee this morning? What y'all doing? I'm drinking me a little cup of coffee. King Zachariah got to the store yesterday to get me some coffee and sugar. I'm gonna try to get out and do some things. I was supposed to do Well, I'm just gonna leave that to myself. But I was supposed to do something yesterday, but King Zachariah brought in some more restaurant food, y'all. He gonna stop bringing in all this restaurant food because I like home cooked meals. Okay. Oh, here come this dog. Is that dog gonna come over here?
I don't know.
I got a dog over here. Put her. Go take her inside because I don't want. I don't know.
Oh, y'all.
It's a pit bull that be loose, y'all, in the neighborhood, and he looking right at us too. Please don't come over here, doggy. Please don't come over here. I don't like to deal with nobody dog but my own. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Duty cops.
I don't know. Get out the street, dog. I don't want to see you get hit. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Oh, he coming, baby. He coming. Y'all, take her in. Take her in, because I ain't got time for those pit bulls trying to mess with my baby.
Go.
Go, Booker. Yeah, she inside now. You gone somewhere. Gone. Get on. Y'all, it's a pit bull. I'm scared. I'm scared, y'all. Mm. Hey, Sugar Mama, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm scared, y'all. He just looking over here. Please don't come this way, doggy. Don't you get, don't you come, get out, y'all. King's ass busy in the. Yeah, that he will drain you, OG. He definitely do. He just sitting there looking at us, y'all. I don't think he vicious because you know if he was don't look at the dog. Oh, don't look at him. Okay, if we don't he said Uncle L said don't look at him. Don't pay attention to him. If you, maybe he'll go away if you don't pay attention to him, huh? Okay, I ain't gonna pay attention to him, but I'm scared. I'm scared, y'all. I can't get in the house quick. Okay. I'm gonna be fighting. He come over here. I'm gonna be fighting him with this phone on. Keep him back until I can get in the house or something. I don't like to hit nobody dog, but I don't want to get bit either. I don't want to get bit either. You know, them pit bulls they be kind. Let me let y'all see them. Oh, I'm thinking I could turn this around and let y'all see them. Yeah, he he definitely just sitting there. So we're gonna see what happened, y'all.
She friendly.
She got to be pretty friendly though. She just sitting there. Cause I didn't been around. I didn't seen some really vicious dogs. I remember. Good morning. I remember when my son was growing up, my kids was growing up. It was this
Bring her back out.
Don't bring her back out. Leave her in there.
She not locked in today.
I know she just right there. Okay, just leave her in there right now.
She gonna be cool right there.
Yeah. I just don't want to. I don't want to. Want them to fight. You know, pit bulls can be vicious, like fighting other dogs. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, but I remember my kids was growing up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna sit on stream what I do to that dog.
We used to I used to let my kids go out, and it was a park right across the street. I could see them in the park and over there, and I used to let them go out when I come sit out on the porch and stuff like that. I used to let them go out over across the street to the park, and I watch them from the porch. And these people, uh, they lived on the corner, and they had a pit bull and a German Shepherd, and the pit bull got out one day, y'all. And my kid, and when the dog got out, my kids was uh, at the park. So this dog was out, and he was so vicious. I don't know why people make their dogs so vicious like that, y'all. I know Mocha. If I That's why I keep her on her chain. I make sure, you know, she can't get at nobody. But she's pretty mean too when it comes to other people. You know what I'm saying? So, but this pit bull,
Hello wellness.
This pit bull, uh, chased my son. I see the dog. I see the dog and I hear everybody yelling. I think I had stepped in the house for a second or something. And I see when I come out the door, I see my son running past and I see this big old dog coming running behind him. And y'all, mother's instinct kicked in. I got the dog's attention to come toward me. I was scared. I was terrified, but I was more terrified for my child. And he came, so he stopped chasing him. He stopped chasing him and came toward me. And I was gonna have it out with that dog, y'all. I was gonna have it out with that dog, but I made sure I kept his attention. He was just right there. I had a stick in my hand and everything. I think a bat in my hand, and he was still like, like wanting to get at me. I'm like, oh my gosh. And as I was doing that, I'm telling the kids and stuff to get on somebody's porch. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to keep the dog's attention until all the kids got somewhere safe. Y'all, I was so scared. I was so, don't come over here, dog. He coming, y'all. He coming, y'all. Just. But I kept his attention until all the kids got safe, y'all. And then somebody I guess somebody knew somebody the owners or whatever. They finally came out and got their dog. But that dog was really at them kids, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, did this dog catch my son? I could just imagine because it's one of them vicious, big headed pit bulls. I was like, oh my god, no. Mama instincts kick in real quick
Hey,
when something like that going on, y'all.
Tell them what all you could hear when he when that was
Man, when my son was running, I don't know how, but he came out of his shoes, y'all. When he was running, he came out of his shoes. I think he had on like some little flip flops, something to put his feet inside of. And so when he was running, he came out of his shoes, and all you can hear is his feet on the concrete. It was so loud. I'm like, afterwards, after everything was over, I'm like, do you need to soak your feet or something? Because all you heard was feet on that concrete. Okay, like he was gone, y'all. He was gone. Okay. I was like, oh my gosh, those people. Yeah, but I was terrified. I was terrified. And then there was another time I had set their pool out. I had set their pool out and filled it up in the yard and everything. And I was out there. I was out there with them, but I wasn't in the pool. I was just out there with them while they was in the pool. And this big white pit bull came walking through the yard, through my backyard.
Blessings to you too, Tam.
Yeah. Yes. And then he came walking through my backyard, and the kids is inside the pool. I even had I think one of the neighbors' kids was in there with my kids, y'all. I see him jump out of the pool and jump over the gate. So he over on what is that dog got? He didn't jump out the pool. He see the dog. He jumped out the pool and jumped over the neighbor's gate. Hey, come. Oh, please don't get hit, dog. He jumped over the neighbor's gate. My son, my youngest son, we had one of them round. It was pretty big. One of them round pools. They got you air it up on top, the top part. He had his head. He got down in the pool and put his head like in the groove of the outside of the pool, y'all. He was hiding. He was hiding. Only thing I could do was I had the water because I had the water hose in my hand playing with them, with the water. So I was like, you know what? I just took I stopped the water with like when you bend um, the water hose, it stops the water. I bent the water hose in one place, and I just had the other part in my hand with that hard part. And I'm like, if this dog come, I'm gonna do something to this dog, right? So to keep him away from my kids, to keep him away from me. So the dog is coming around this way. He walking around toward me. I'm walking around the pool, like, come please, dog, just go on somewhere. Y'all talking about scared? I was scared. My kids were scared.
The
But
thing you can do with chopsticks.
he I just kind of swung it a little bit. I was like, just go, just go. And he finally just walked on off. I was like, oh my gosh. Like people and their dogs, please get y'all dogs.
She had like a water bottle, a cup in her mouth.
Uh, yeah, but that was scary too. How many people ever got chased by a dog
Me,
or came
me,
into a encounter with a dog like that?
I didn't actually got attacked by a dog.
Really?
Yeah, when I was 5.
Man,
I was terrorizing the dog.
I see there. You do.
I was terrorizing my neighbor's dog. I went over there to his gate to the.
Cannot be terrorizing nobody dogs though.
Y'all, I went over there to the gate and and I had turned around and started shaking and stuff at him and the dog bit my pamper. And just
how old was you? Wait a minute.
I was like no, he bit my pull up. Like,
oh, your pull up.
I was like 3 or 4.
What you doing in the pamper?
He bit like my pull up. I was like 2 or 3, or maybe 4. I don't know, but yeah, he bit my pamper. But
okay.
Just so happened when the little the cheek piece that he bit, it was all
just pamper. That was good. Boy,
I would have had a plug.
I didn't see some vicious dog attacks. So that stuff ain't fun. Getting bit by no dog at all. I see when I was a child growing up. It was this dog in the neighborhood. It was a big Rottweiler, a big old Rottweiler, y'all, like a huge Rottweiler. He was so mean. He was so mean, but he got out one day, and it was so bad that he was chasing the kids through this yard, and he was really really vicious. And he was chasing the kids through this yard, and he caught one of these little girls and bit a plug out of her side, y'all. Oh my gosh. The people had to hurry up and get to her because who knows what else he was going to do to that child. But he bit a plug out of that little girl's side. I was like, oh my gosh. So you definitely got to be careful with people's dogs and stuff like that. And that was my only concern when we was walking in my chair the other day. Like, how many do you think is there some dogs on that block? Wait a minute. But, so
I had your back.
So y'all having y'all some coffee this morning? I appreciate everyone for coming.
Yeah, thank you everyone for real.
I know I'm just talking, rambling on, y'all. Just rambling on.
They love the fact that you're talking and rambling, girl.
But yeah. But who have ever had a experience with a dog before? A bad experience with a dog? But my niece, she don't have nothing to do with no dog, y'all. If you got a dog, you ain't got to worry about her coming to your house.
Just not letting me share this to my community.
Yeah, but we out here definitely having us some coffee and looking at the little creature over here. I think he doing good, y'all. I think he doing good. I can't wait to show y'all when he come out of this cocoon. I can't wait till it happen because I really want to see it, y'all. Hopefully, I hope I catch it. You know what? I think I'm gonna do like Mary B said, put it in my room where I be at, like so I can see if he start doing that, so I can be able to record it. Cause I usually keep him in the living room on the table. So I think I should bring him where I am. So if he start doing that, I can at least grab the camera and do that, y'all. And that so we can actually see the process. I hope I catch that process when he's coming out of this cocoon and going into a different cocoon. Hey Tamika, thank you for coming in. Tamika speaking to everybody in the chat.
What up, Tamika?
Yeah, so I definitely want to I want to catch that on camera. So I think I'm gonna bring him into my room. I try to keep him out my room because
what's happening?
he's supposed to stay warm, and I always have my air conditioner on in my bedroom. So that's kind of why I was trying to keep him in the living room so he won't get too cold. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe I have to just try to check on him every so often, every so often or something like that.
Let me let my child back out.
So I can catch him. But if he do it through the night like he did his cocoon, I'm gonna miss it because I'm gonna be asleep somewhere, y'all.
Come on, girl.
So, see, nope. Let's put it back in. You been barking at somebody soon as you come out here. Leave it. I know. Leave it. Leave it.
Hey, man, come on, chill, dude.
Leave it, Mocha. Leave it. Chill. Don't nobody want to hear that every morning. Stop it. Put it back in. I'm not doing that with her today. I already said it.
Get him.
I already said it.
Lay down.
Because she'd have been out here more enough days to know, and then she do it sometimes. Like when those people was standing there to go and getting on the bus, she stayed quiet. Because I told her, if you start barking and all that, you going in, you're going to get in your cage. She looked at me, and she just sat there until they got on, and they stood there and talked to each other and everything. And they got on the bus. She was good. Yeah, but I was thinking about what Sunkiss was asking me uh, to do some exercises with her on her collab with her and while she's doing her exercise. I'm really strongly thinking about that because I usually exercise in the morning times with Fuga Mama and and when Patty go on her walk, I usually you know I can't do a lot, but I usually move the way I can to exercise with them. So that would be pretty nice to do one of these days when I get it together or whatever. My dog seen a cat the other day for the first time, y'all. She like, what is this? She didn't bark at first. She was just looking like, what is this thing? And then she tried to act like she was gonna get after it ran, but I guess she like, wait a minute,
she ain't act like
this a different creature. I ain't seen this one before.
She going straight up.
She done seen dogs and stuff like that, but she seen that cat. She like, wait a minute, okay. Yeah, so I definitely want to do that. I see Anne Marie going to do her coupon. I've never been into doing coupons and stuff, but some of the savings Anne Marie be doing, I be like, I need to start figure out these coupons, how to do them. So I'm gonna have to really, really watch what Anne Marie doing because them savings, them some good savings.
And another thing, if they gotta give me 5,
y'all make sure y'all go check out Anne Marie channel.
If they gotta give me 5 in a city, they need to go check it out because if they catch a shipment, they can get iPhones, they can get laptops, tablets, everything.
Yeah, but so
$5.
Yeah, so we definitely. I don't know if they got that in where they are, but anyway, uh, uh, I definitely want to. I definitely want to try that because you go and pay a certain amount and then you get money back. So it's like you're not really paying that much money. I think that'd be really cool when I be seeing Emmy redo that. She do it a lot.
No snake. You need to spin your little phone around this tag.
Spinning it right now. This is how I
just in case if you leak in the numbers or something.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that, but it ain't coming through. But so what is y'all having coffee this morning or what? Hey, Crystal.
What up, Crystal?
Crystal's World. Thank you for coming in.
What's happening?
Yeah, I'm glad you came in, Crystal. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, but uh, I definitely want to get out to the stores. I told y'all what I want to do. We gonna keep that to ourselves, okay? I gotta get to that store, and I and I need to get to the grocery store. A bottle of water. What about a bottle of water, uh, Tamika? Did somebody say something about a bottle of water or something? Yeah, I definitely need y'all. Definitely got to stay hydrated. Definitely
Oh,
that.
you talking about that, sis?
Oh, yeah. That's what he over there doing. Frank, hey Frank, thank you for coming in. Coffee nasty. Oh, okay. Oh, you said that's what you drinking, a bottle of water. You don't like coffee, Tamika? You know what? The first time I ever tasted coffee, Tamika, and I was a little girl, and my stepfather, my sister's father, my sister's father. Oh, she's talking about the bottle of water she drinking. Cause I asked what was
Yeah.
they drinking this morning. Um, my sister's father,
Oh,
he was a stand up guy, y'all. That was he raised before my sister was born. My sister's 5 years younger. My sister my sister's father, he raised me. He was with my mom years before I was before my sister was born. So uh when uh when when he was around and stuff like
hey
that,
Frank.
he used to drink coffee, and I think he turned his back or something one day, and I tasted his coffee, and I've been liking coffee ever since. But only with the cream and the sugar, like that. It's gotta be this certain taste. If it ain't like that, then I'd be like, nope, I don't want that. Nope, I don't want that.
Hey, Mr. William.
But I taste that coffee that day, and I couldn't. They wouldn't let me drink it when I was younger. But when I got of age, I started drinking me some coffee, and I like that cappuccinos too. Cappuccinos are really good to me too. No man. Yeah, but my son, he don't like coffee either at all. At all. My sister, black coffee. Now I definitely don't like that. Mm-mm. I cannot drink just black coffee. I tried a couple of times because I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna do a,
What
a."
Frank?
I said I was gonna do a black coffee diet or whatever because they say you can lose. They say black coffee it helps you lose weight or keep your weight down. So I called myself gonna do it, y'all. That was the worst coffee day I ever had.
She
That's
said.
some nasty.
She said I had my first shot when I was little too, and that's what I get for sneaking.
Oh, you must have tasted black coffee, Tamika. You must got some of the black coffee. You must got
Oh
some. You
my
got
goodness.
yeah. You got you a bad batch.
Oh my goodness. Oh oh,
I
y'all
am good, man.
y'all.
Hey, Frank. Chris was speaking to Frank. Yeah,
I'm not.
it's a nice day out here today, y'all.
Oh
It
oh
drizzled. I don't know. It looked like a couple drops because it didn't drizzle to me, but it was a couple of drops,
oh
and now it stopped. But
oh.
it feel pretty good out here. It ain't too hot like it's been, so I'm definitely enjoying this.
Y'all
I'm definitely enjoying this, y'all.
y'all boy tweaking out over here. Look at her. Look at her.
I drink coffee when I'm working. Oh yeah, you gotta get your coffee in when you working.
Oh yeah, for sure, Frank.
Some coffee is really expensive too. Like it is. They have some places where it got like some really expensive coffee, but I
He said
guess that's
only
supposed to be
time.
the best coffee or something like that. It's like different grades of coffee and stuff like that. Only time. Oh, that's the only time. Yeah, this the only time I can only drink. King Zachariah, he drink him like 3 cups when we drinking coffee. I can only have 1 cup, y'all. I can't do 2, 3 cups. I only have my 1 cup, and I be done with it. And
Baby.
I just started back actually drinking my coffee when I started doing the live because at one point it flared me up. It flared my symptoms up. So I had to change my coffee because at first it was
Oh,
decaf. What is it? Decaffeinated. But I had to change it up. So so I had
hold on,
to
y'all.
I had to change it up, y'all, from caffeinated to decaf. I forget how it goes. Caffeinated, decaffeinated, but I had to change it. It's a little net, y'all. Yeah, I had to change that up, y'all, because one of them make me flare up really, really bad. So, but this one been pretty good. It haven't been flaring me up or anything. I those y'all who drink take like donuts and stuff with their coffee. They had some. I like those they call donut sticks. They are so good with coffee, y'all. Like if you want to have like breakfast or something like that, little coffee thing. Donut sticks. They taste really good with coffee. Yeah, but I definitely uh I definitely want to get your boy. I got to get to that store, y'all. He gone now. I can talk about it. I definitely want to get to that store so I can give me some more little prank stuff, y'all. I'm gonna get your boy. I'm gonna get your boy. I gotta get him, but I'm gonna get to that store. I also want to get to I want to do. I was telling Miss Patty uh, that I want to start me a little garden. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it this year because I don't know if it has to be in the spring when you start it. I'm gonna have to read up more on it. But I want to give me 3 pots to put out here, 3 nice size pots to put right here, where I can get row to it and I can mess with them from here. But I want to give me 3 nice size pot. Well, actually, not even pots. Well, I guess they is pots, but the square kind. That's a pretty nice size. But 3 of them to go right here, or I don't know how many I'm gonna put, but I want it to go right here so I can be able to roll to it and water them and do whatever I need to do to them and see if I can start me a little garden, y'all. I want to grow me some tomatoes, maybe some cucumbers, things like that, little stuff. Some green onions because I love me some green onions and see what to do. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna do that one day and see how it come out. I definitely am because I think that's nice. I wish I could I even see that people can do it inside of their house. So I don't know if I should do it in the house. Find me a nice little area in the house, but I was figuring it'd be better on outside because it can get some sun and stuff like that. But I just don't know how that's gonna work in the wintertime. You know what I mean? So I definitely got to read more up on it. I mean, I didn't see my granny do gardens, but she had a whole outside area garden, so it was totally different than doing it in the pots. You know what I mean? So I need to figure out how to do that, y'all. Hey, just Terry, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I definitely need to read up on how to maintain it when it's not just actually in the yard. Cause see, I used to go out there with my granny. We get the rolls together, pick the greens when it needed to be picked, and the beans, and all that other type of stuff. But I've never tried it in pots. So that's gonna be like a little. Good morning. That's definitely gonna be a little task, y'all. And see what it do. See what it do. My mom has a beautiful garden, y'all. She got a beautiful garden. She be getting a lot of green tomatoes, red tomatoes, cucumbers, all kind of stuff in her garden that she be getting from out there. She got it, in the yard. But I see Miss Patty. Make sure y'all go check out her page. Uh, Miss Patty, she got a lot of good uh, pots with all her little stuff in it, and it's really nice. It's pretty. Everything coming up real nice. I see a lot of few people that I watch a few people with their gardens and stuff like that. Um, Kay Kay got a, beautiful garden. Make sure y'all go check her out. And uh, let me see. I can't remember everybody that got a garden, but I be watching a lot of them with not really really nice gardens. And somebody that Kay knows, I just subscribed to him the other day. Um, he has trees like uh, uh, fruit trees and stuff around his house and everything. Like I think that's amazing to just go be out there, go and pick your fruits when you want it, pick your get your stuff out your garden when you want to eat it, because everything fresh. And you ain't got to worry about all the little pesticides and stuff like that that these they put on a lot of people put on their vegetables and stuff like that. I think that's way more healthier to grow your own and then not have to worry about all that type of stuff. Annabelle has a nice. Oh, Annabelle. Oh, I always seen Annabelle sitting sitting inside. I never seen her garden. I have to go check that out. Every time I catch her, every time I catch her, she doing her mukbangs and things like that, or doing her lives. But I never did see her garden. So I definitely gonna have to check that out. Just Terry. Yeah. So I'm gonna see how it comes out, y'all. I don't know when I'm gonna start it. I don't know when the best time to start it. I'll say it like that, because my mom, she starts getting hers together, uh, like going out there and stuff in the spring. So I guess it gets a lot of rain. Maybe that's probably the best time to start it or do it. When it's spring is coming in or something, or I'm not sure, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm definitely gonna figure it out. And then that'll be another little thing that I could show that I'm doing. I got King Zachariah ain't right out here yet, but yeah, he drank too many cups of coffee, y'all. I love Miss Patty. Yes, Miss Patty's channel is really nice. I love her channel too. I love going on them walks with her and seeing the ponds and stuff. I was living through her. I used to do stuff like that, walk and go to the ponds and things like that. I haven't been fishing this year. My son usually come and take me on a little fishing. Did I go this year? No, no. We went last. Was it last year? I think it was last year. He took me fishing. I think it was last year around this time he took me fishing, but I haven't got to go this year yet. Even though I never catch none, y'all. They be sitting there on this side of me and this side of me, and they be catching fish, and I'm like, okay, why no fish ain't getting on my line? I'm gonna catch one day, y'all. I'm definitely gonna catch one day. Hey Riz, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah, make sure y'all connecting to each other. Um, yeah, but I want to get to this one store today, and I don't know if I'm gonna as I'm while I'm out if I'm gonna uh, try with another food truck or not. I really want to do the food trucks when I'm in my chair, and I just do the ones that's in the surrounding areas. Now I went that way in my chair the other day. I want to see what's this way next time. I just want to see what's in the area, and I've been trying. I want to try to get all this stuff done before it start getting cold. Cause y'all, when it get cold, I ain't gonna be able to do none of that. Cause my bones is not having it. My bones is not having it. But being in that chair the other day, hush now. Being in that chair the other day definitely had the girl feeling some type of way. So uh, maybe I'm gonna take a little bit more to take a little bit more medicine when I know I'm gonna be out and about like that or something. Love fishing, haven't been in some years. Yes, just Terry. You know it's even if I this truck y'all even if I even if I don't catch nothing, it's fun to me to go out there. You know, it's real fun to me to go out there. Uh, so hopefully I get to do it this year. Hopefully before it get cold. You know, my son he like, well, you come down here because he try to kidnap me when I go down there, y'all. I go down there and I'm supposed to stay a week, and he try to keep me a month. Okay, literally, he try to keep me a month every time. I love green. Oh, I love me some green tomatoes, Crystal. Oh my goodness, I love me some green tomatoes with some. I like my green tomatoes with some grits, some sausage, and some toast. That combination is just something about it. Oh my goodness. Yes, I definitely love me some green tomatoes. I know the one when I plant. One thing that I do know because I think my mom was telling me when I do start the garden, the when I do start stop, yeah. I think that one thing I do, I think I'm supposed to get the tomato instead of the seeds. I think the stuff that goes in the pots when you're doing the pot garden, I think you got to get the actual plant instead of the seeds. Hi, Nirvana. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. Yes, just Terry. Um, I definitely that's the best combination to me. Sausage, grits, green tomatoes, and toast. So good, so good. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to get the actual plants to start it in the pots instead of the seeds. I think that's what my mom was telling me. So I'm gonna see how it work out. I know when I used to do the garden with my granny, and we did it, you know, in on the outside, we used the seeds. We didn't use just the actual plants. But they came up pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? Her garden was coming up pretty quick. It was she had mustard greens out there, turnip greens, collards. She had peas and beans and cucumbers and lettuce and a cabbage, all type of stuff out there, and tomatoes. And everything came up so beautiful. Like it was pretty quick. It didn't take a long time before she was able to go and get stuff out of it. Mocha, see, she is just acting up today. You're gonna go back in the house. Lay down now. Now stay. She'll act right for a split second, y'all. Those are great memories to have with your granny. Yes, Nirvana, my granny.
Hey, Nirvana.
I miss my granny so much, Nirvana. She taught me so many things. Now she had her own garden,
Hey,
but
Riz.
every year we would go to the big garden and get bushels and bushels and bushels of like
Okay.
everything because she had this great big freezer. I mean, one of those long, long, long deep freezers, y'all. And We would go to the gardens every year, and she had to do it once a year, every year. And we was go get bushels of peas and greens um, and all that other type of stuff. And she would reserve it all in bags, freezer bags, and she would fill her freezer up. We would go come down south because I'm down south now, but I'm from Chicago. That's where we live. But we would come down south every year, and she would get I don't know if anybody in here vegans and all that other stuff, but um, we would come, she would come down here every year and get her meat all fresh. I'll just say it like that. Okay, she'll get a big whatever, and we will take it back home and take it in that kitchen. And she did everything. She preserved her all her meats and everything in her freezer, and all her vegetables and all type of stuff in her freezer. She make her own burger patties, her own sausage patties, everything you can name that you can get in the store. She had in her freezer, and she did it herself. And she taught me all that stuff. All her stuff in her cabinets was not like canned food. She had jar stuff that she preserved herself. So, um, and her grandfather, which lived down south in Arkansas, um, he taught her all that when she was growing up. So when she moved to Chicago, she still did all that stuff. So only thing that my granny would have to actually go to the store for was like little stuff, like like bread if she wanted some bread or milk or eggs and stuff like that. Everything else, she'd go to that freezer, get what she wanted out of there to cook, and that would last her for the entire winter. So we never wanted for any food ever. My granny cooked. I mean, my granny cooked
Good morning,
because
Unique.
her oh wow, hey sis Neff, good morning, beautiful. Hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming, Unique. Yeah, so she taught me all that stuff, those things. I be thinking sometimes. I'm like, if the stores and all that stuff, um, didn't wasn't there no more, who would actually know how to go and do get their own food, reserve their own food, do whatever they need to do to get their own food, as far as meat and everything. I would actually be able to do that because my granny taught me all those things, y'all. We used to be in the backyard with so much stuff. Man,
Chicago, Illinois, Navia.
Nirvana. Oh, I'm from Chicago. I was born and raised in Chicago, but my granny, she moved to Chicago when she was younger, when she was younger, and she stayed there. She didn't want to be down south, but her grandfather actually stayed here in down south in Arkansas, and he taught her all those things, and she used to tell me a story about in the when it was the Great Depression, how he cooked so much food and stuff like that for the people in the neighborhood at that time, all the time, because the way he preserved his food, he always had. So he was feeding people for miles to come, to come get food and stuff from him when all that stuff was going on. So my granny, she cooked all the time, y'all. If y'all ever seen, uh, if y'all was ever around my granny, y'all be like, "Why you cook so much?" Like she, leave it, leave it, Mocha, lay down, leave it, leave it. What the dog got out or something? Lay down, Mocha, now.
No, Bella's over in the house.
Yeah, so she did all those things, and like I said, leave it.
Good morning,
You,
brother.
you want to go inside? Leave it. Yeah. So she one more time if you going inside. I mean it. So take it. I asked you to keep her in there. No, because you really want to act up every day. So hey, how you doing today? That's good. You got out before it got too hot. I know that's right. Yeah. It don't supposed to get too bad today. Yeah, but she used to reserve all that because he taught her those things, and it was just amazing to me that we was in Chicago and she taught me all those type of different
Doing
things.
good. Tracy said, hey.
Hey there. Yeah, that she taught me all those different things. So I say to myself, like, if it was to get down to where I needed to survive without the meats and stuff in the store, I can actually say that I know how to do those things. I can actually say I know how to do those things. And it seems kind of weird because I'm from Chicago, but my granny taught me those things. You know, she taught me how to reserve all that type of stuff and do all that type of stuff. You know, because she was always in the kitchen, y'all. That was my granny's thing. When she retired from her the job that she was at, when she oh they dogs, y'all. When she retired from the job that she was at with, she actually my granny was actually when she first moved to Chicago, she got a job at this it was like uh what do you call it, like furniture, um whatever you do with the furniture and put the furniture together. It's a type of place like that. But she stayed there for the entire time that I know about, um, until she retired. And after she retired, she just did all those things. She even before she retired, she her freezer was always like that. She always been like that, you know, as far as reserving her food and not having to. Because wintertime, she wasn't trying. My granny wasn't going to no stores and nothing like that. Like I say, oh, I need to go to the grocery store. My granny didn't have to do none of that. Okay, she didn't have to do none of that. She made sure she was stocked up for the winter, or anytime. Like it was amazing. I know it feels amazing to hold tight to the wisdom she gave you. Yes, it is. It is unique. I she was an amazing woman. I could never ask for a better granny. If y'all ever met her, everybody loved her so much. They loved her so much. Everybody in the neighborhood, from miles around where she was, they loved my granny. And she's always been a giving person. She was always a giving person. So anybody she could help, you know, people used to come to my granny house and leave out with grocery bags like they didn't went to the store. Okay. And I'd be like, Granny, why you always giving all your stuff away? She was like, I got plenty. She said, I got plenty. If somebody in need, you're supposed to give it to them. She was amazing, y'all. That's why I love story time and testimonies, because wisdom is being shared. And I hear you, sis. Yes. We we need to learn those things and bring those things back. Like when the pandemic happened and you was going to the stores and you couldn't find this and you couldn't get this. At one point I'm like, okay, um, I'm gonna have to start doing something different. I need to get me a freezer up in here and start implementing what my granny taught me. You know what I'm saying? Those things wasn't taught to me for no reason. So I don't feel like anything that we learn is taught for no reason. My granny taught me those things and taught my family those things for a reason. And if I have to ever implement it, I'm definitely gonna do so. Hmm.
Riz says good morning
Good
and
morning.
hope all is well.
Yes,
Yeah,
Riz,
all is
thank
well.
you for coming in. How you doing this morning?
Hey,
Yes, I definitely want to. I would love to implement those things if I needed to. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of work. I mean, my granny, she did all that stuff, and it wasn't time that you seen her resting. You know what I mean? It wasn't a time that you seen my granny resting because she loved doing those type of things. She used to make her own everything she made from scratch. Her cakes, her pies, everything. She didn't buy it. She don't ever bring no canned vegetables or canned fruit and stuff in my granny house. She look at you like you crazy. Now who finna eat that? Who finna eat that? I'm not eating that. Most definitely. It's always been a time to bring that wisdom into play. But thank God we held it and can appreciate if we can teach us more of what you've learned. Yeah, that would be great. Um, and I learned from being, I was just always, that was just like my thing, to be right there in front of my granny, see what she was doing. Only thing my granny never let me do, only thing my granny never let me do was go fishing, because her and her brother, they used to go on fishing trips. Like they would go like for the entire weekend and go fishing and come back with so many fish, y'all, so many fish, and she would, preserve that too. She clean them, scale. We'll be out there scaling big old things of fish, big old things of fish, and she put her fish up, all that. That's just
Well,
something
thank
she
you.
did. We be sitting there. She taught me how to clean the fish, how to scale them, how to do the catfish, all that other stuff. But you know what? That's kind of crazy because um, I don't even like fish, y'all. For real, I like seafood. I like seafood, but when it comes to fish, I eat like a fish patty, like from McDonald's, or the fish sticks or something like that. But actual fish, I don't really like fish, but I love fish. So when my son and them go fishing and stuff like that, I clean them and cook them and all that stuff. But I ain't too much into eating them. He been gradually trying to get me to taste fish and stuff like that. Try to find something. He showed me the tilapia. I kind of like the tilapia because it ain't got that fishy catfish taste to it. Yes, fresh fish and cornbread was good. Some good eating. Yes, yes. My, every time when we used to have fish fries a lot. So when they had their fish fries, they had to make me my chicken wings. Okay, Samara don't eat. That's my real name, Samara. But uh, King Zachariah didn't want me to tell my real name, y'all. But they would be like, you got to cook her some chicken wings. They got to have, if they was having a fish fry, they would have to cook me some chicken wings because I wasn't eating no fish. I'd be in there cleaning them and helping and stuff like that, but I wouldn't eat it. I've been eating baked fish lately. If they are seasoned well with rice and green vegetables, it's like a boost of energy, and I don't feel sluggish. Yeah, my uncle, he was a big person of
Oh,
baking his fish.
that's really cool. Unique. She said her name is Samara too. Her
Really?
middle name.
Oh my gosh. Mine is spelled the same way, but with a H at the end. and I got my name from my granny. That's why I said my name, because
How's the cocoon going?
I'm oh,
Great.
let me see. He's still in the cocoon, y'all. He's still in the cocoon. But I got my name from my granny. So that's why I want to say my name, because I'm proud of my name. My granny's name was Sarah, and they just made mine Samara. How is the cocoon going? Yeah. So that's how I got my name, y'all, from my granny.
I'm about to put you on.
My pronounce
I'm about to put you on timeout, Missy.
oh, with the long A's. Okay. I have a cousin that has the exact spelling of my name, but she's pronounced hers like yours, Unique. She has my entire name, and And but it's said the way you say yours. A piece of my father. His name was Samuel. Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
So
cool.
you got your name after your father. That's nice. Yeah,
Mocha, lay down.
it's always good to try to keep our you know ancestors, or however you want to call it, names into play. Most of the time we use them
She's
for
acting up. I'm about to
most
lock
of the
her
time
up.
we use it for our middle names and things like that, and then come up with another name. But yeah, I've always been proud of my name because my granny was a really special woman, y'all. If y'all had met her, man, she was really special. It hurt me so much when it was time for her to go home, but I still it still gets to me sometimes, but uh, I deal with it. It has been for me. It's been a long time. That's why I say you never know how long it's gonna take for you to what type of impact a person have on you, and how long it's gonna take you to get over it, or if you ever will get over it. You know, but I definitely learned a lot, and a lot of people loved her. A lot of people loved her.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had to put our daughter on lockdown. She was
Yes,
acting up.
make sure y'all sub to each other.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Some Unique has a really good channel, y'all. She speaks some good stuff. Y'all need to hear that. Terry Esther. Yeah, please sub to each other, y'all.
Especially that Romans. That Romans looks great. I'm gonna check that one out. Unique.
Yeah.
Baby,
Hey, my beautiful sister Marlene.
baby,
Unique speaking to Marlene. Who?
I'm gonna put you on lockdown.
For what?
Because
He
you,
he
we don't say names right here.
look. He didn't want me to. He didn't
We
want me
don't
to.
say names
He
right
didn't
here.
want me to. But I had to because uh, my granny should be remembered, and I used to say that I wanted to do something in my granny's name, like a big restaurant or a big place where people could come, because my granny was one of those people. If somebody was out, didn't have a place to go, she would open her door to them, y'all. And I used to be like, Granny, you don't you don't really know that person, or this, that, and other. And she's always been so kind. She's always been so kind to help people if they're in need and stuff like that. So many people didn't came to get food from her, or if they needed to stay, she would give them a place to lay their head and things like that. Amazing person, amazing. And she should be remembered forever. Y'all are covered under the blood. It's okay to do. I do understand. Yes, that's what I tell him all the time. I'm covered with the blood of Jesus. Yes. So I don't worry about stuff like that, because I know in my heart that God got me. You know what I'm saying?
Pen that for me, please.
I know in my heart that God got me, so I don't worry about things like that, because like I tell him all the time, if something's gonna happen, you don't have to be out and about or anywhere. If it's gonna happen, it can happen right on you while I'm sitting on my front porch. It can happen anywhere. If something was supposed to happen, the Lord been covering me a long time. Some of the things that I've been through in my life, the Lord has been covering me a long time, y'all. And a lot of those things I don't worry about at all. I don't. Hold on, I'm trying to pin his comment, y'all. Oh, did I pin the wrong
You
one?
pin Red's coming back.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, she said I love your name. That's a nice pen though.
Thank you. Who said that?
Riz.
Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pin King Zachariah's. link he wants me to pin. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, but I've been through a whole lot of things in my life. And you know, if I wasn't supposed to be here, I'd have been gone a long time ago. You know. So the Lord keeping me for a reason, you know. Maybe it is for me to tell my story and share some of the things that I know, because I don't feel like those things will talk to me for no reason. You know, you can never be too prepared in this life, and my granny taught me that, you know, and it should be shared so other people or other generations can know, you know. My granny was a man. Talking about cooking, it wasn't nothing my granny couldn't cook. None she couldn't do. You know, I remember Thanksgivings with 50 different types of cakes. Okay, we had a big family, so she cooked for everybody all the time. My uncle would come over in the early in the morning, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and he would start that grill, and the only thing he had to do is start that grill and start putting that meat on there, because my granny already had to see cook, wash, seasons, cut, whatever it need to be done to it, and she been to cook so much stuff, y'all. And you be like, you talking about a family reunion? It's like we have family reunions every weekend.
Yo, thank you, Terry.
Every weekend with my granny, you know, and she was the glue that stuck my family together.
What up,
You know,
Bonnie?
uh, she was the glue that stuck my family together. After my granny passed, it has never been the same, y'all. Like far as my family gatherings together and things
Right.
like that, it has never been the same, and that's important. She felt like that was important, and she didn't care. She didn't care who was going through what with who and none of that. Y'all better be here. I'm not trying
Mm-hmm.
to hear
Mm-hmm.
what y'all going through. Y'all better be here. And when you get here, you better be respectful. Whatever you're going through, you better not bring it over here, but you better be here.
Mama was something
Okay?
else, wasn't she?
For real. God says Psalms 105:15, saying, touch not mine anointed and
Do
do
my
my
prophet
prophet
no
no
harm.
harm.
I love that. I
Yes.
love that one.
Amen.
I love that one.
Yes, unique. Hey Bonnie, thank you for coming in. Sorry, I'm just not seeing you. I was talking a little bit here. But uh,
That's right, unique for sure.
my she was the glue that stuck us together,
Unique says
and
that's a grandmama right there.
she
Yep.
she wasn't playing all that, and if she gonna cook, you better be there. But
Mm-hmm.
you know what? That brings people together. Food, y'all. I didn't care. If somebody didn't want to come and didn't want to see somebody, I bet you they was coming for that food.
Uh huh.
My granny food, y'all. When y'all be looking at my channel and y'all see them little spreads, that ain't nothing compared to that's nothing compared to the way my granny cooked, y'all. It's not. I can never uh, even
Seven, eight
get
degrees.
up to what my granny used to do, because she cook for you would think she cooking for the whole neighborhood, the whole the whole neighborhood or something when she cooked. Because if somebody wanted a plate, here you go, come get it. She was
Yeah.
just that way, and her grandfather. That's the way you can see that how generations how generations operate. She, she learned that from her grandfather. She took that into from down south to somewhere else, and she still implemented that into her family. And hopefully, uh, the way my now a lot of my mom's siblings and things like that are not here anymore. But now that part that part of it is going to my to my mom, and my mom implements it. So it's real good how generations continue to um, to implement that. You know what I mean? Because now those things that my granny did, now my mom is doing it. And trying to get that type of thing together. It took some years, to implement it and start trying to implement it,
Oh, thank you,
but
thank
it's
you,
being
Unique.
implemented. So I
Oh,
truly enjoy being here
what up,
with
Janie?
sis because I know I catch your videos, but your love here, I just feel your spirit is such a beautiful, humble spirit. Thank you so much, Unique. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your channel. I love your channel. Hey, who you with, Janie? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, so we definitely have to if you learn if you learn something from generations that's positive, that's good, that needs to be, you know needs to be seen, needs to be heard, those things need to continue to get our kids, our generation today, because if we don't teach them now, if we don't teach them those things now, some of the things that we knew, don't keep those things to yourself. Let it be known. That because they need that. They need to continue with that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Because we don't know what this what's going to happen on this earth, or how we have to be able to evolve with whatever happens. We definitely need to be able to evolve with whatever happens. And some of those things that our great grandfathers, the great great grandmothers, and things like that taught us. It definitely need to be heard, and that definitely need to be talked about and implemented into our lives. I see. Whose channel is that? Uh, whose channel is that? I think that's Is that Yaya who does the She preserves her food and things like that. I'm not for sure. I hope I'm saying the right person, but when I see her channel, she I think about my granny so much. I hope I'm saying the right person. I hope I'm saying the right person. I watch so many channels, y'all, but um, the person I'm talking about, they preserve their food in jars and things like that. She when I watch her videos and stuff like that, I'm like, it I think about my granny. I think about my granny. God bless you, King. You are amazing, my brother. Your boldness will impact many. Yes, unique. I miss your I've been missing your videos. Who you with, Janie? The wisdom, what I call generational wealth. Yeah, is worth more than money. The generational wealth is 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 worth more than money, because you can't get. I mean, you can't get it everywhere. It's not implemented everywhere. Hey, Brody. I hear you, but I don't see you. Oh yeah, he over. Why my thing don't? It's not. She said she hear you, but she don't see you.
What up, my
There
sister?
you go. There you go. Who
What
you
up, my sister? How you doing?
with? Yeah, but we definitely need to. If you have uh great grandfathers and great grandmothers and things like that that had that implemented and taught you things, definitely make sure you go down the line and you teach your kids those things. you know some you know some kids may not gravitate toward it, but I guarantee you, when they get older and they start thinking about those things, and they're gonna know how to do it. They're gonna know how to do it. She said, "Okay, I see you, Brody." Yeah, but yeah, we definitely have to do those type of things, y'all. Don't keep it from your kids. Let them see it. Let them know. There's a lot of beautiful souls in here. This is awesome. I love feeling vibes like this. I'm catching the wisdom you are sharing, Sis Nefititi. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, Unique. I appreciate that. I know you meant beautiful. Yeah, but we definitely have to do those things. Make sure you implement those things in in our kids in the generation of today. We have to implement those things in their lives because you never know when they may need it. You never know when they may need it. I remember when they before the 2000 got here, the year 2000 got here, they was like, oh, you need to stock up on canned goods and this, that, and the other, and this, that, and that. And people were scared that they didn't know what was going to happen and things like that. Those type of practices is really vital to be able to know, to be able to have, because who knows? Anything can happen. Anything can happen, and if you don't know certain things and know how to do certain things, and you're just out there, then what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? You got to be able to survive. Those are survival tactics. You know, like some of these places that had those ice storms and snow where you couldn't get out of your homes and things like that. When you have things in place like that, then you don't have to worry because at least even if you're barricading your home or you can't do anything, you already have the things that you need. You know, or if you're out in the wilderness and something happens and you just happen to be out there, you know how to survive out there too. Survival is a good practice to have to be able to survive whatever circumstances you're in. To be able to have a little or nothing and make it into a lot. You know, you got to be able to know how to do those type of things because I tell you, it be times where I could just go in there and make something. King Zachariah be like, we really ain't got nothing in here. I don't know what you gonna make. And I go in there and make up some stuff, and he be like, "Ooh, this real good."
Mm-hmm.
It, you know, you gotta be able to
Them
do
struggle
those type of
meals
things.
be
I remember
woo.
growing. I remember raising my kids,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to the end of the month, you on a budget, and you living, from check to check, and you on a budget, and you get to that those end them the end of the month, and you're looking like, well, what I'm gonna do about food? You got to be able to go in there and fix your kids some food. You know what I'm saying? Go in there. I I'd have been to those times, and I go in there and I got a little of this, I got a little of this left, I got a little of this left. You got to know how to put that stuff together and make your kids a meal. Okay, you got to be able to do that, and don't feel too proud about doing that because it's times I have a little of this, I have a little of that. Oh, I got a little of that left. Ooh, I'm gonna put this together, and this how we gonna do it. And it don't look like you would never know that I didn't have no food in my in my house. You know what I'm saying? When you see that plate or you see those plates, you would never know that I was low on food.
Like,
Okay,
wow, how did she make that?
right?
Stretch that far.
You would never know. Yes, you better speak, King Zachariah. I received that. Uh, what'd you say?
And I was saying in general to the
Oh,
world, to
you
everyone.
typing. Okay, CrossFit. Oh, okay. So agree with your sis. So it's so important to share, so it in our children and grands, those important family values that passed away on to us before our elders. Yes, we got it. Hey, Mary B, thank you for
What up,
coming in.
Mary?
Yes, we definitely do. Janie, we definitely do. They need to know those things. They definitely do. Because like I tell my son and my kids all the time, I'm not gonna always be here, you know, and y'all got to know how to do and do things, on your own. That's why I made sure I taught them. I taught them a whole lot of stuff, and you know, you never know what's gonna happen to you in this world, so you definitely gotta You got to instill those type of things in your kids. Don't think they too young to learn. Instill it in them, and trust and believe when they get older, they gonna implement those things. You know, sometimes they, that type of stuff don't interest them and things like that. But teach them anyway. You know, because it can benefit. It can definitely benefit them. Truth, kids have to learn responsibility. Yes, yes, you gotta let them learn responsibility. Like my kids growing up, I gave them, I did most of the chores in the house and things like that, but I made sure you're gonna keep your room clean, and then they had alternate days to do the dishes. You know, everything else I did myself, basically. But I taught them as I went. You know, what I'm saying I taught them how to wash their clothes. I taught them how to cook their food if they needed to. I taught them how to keep their house. You know, how to make sure they, keep their self clean and things like that. You have to teach them all those type of things. I taught them those things because, like I said, you're not gonna always be here, and you don't never know what's gonna happen there or where you're gonna end up. So you got to know how to do those things. Not just your daughters. You have to teach your men, your young men that too, so they'll be able to take care of themselves. I always told my kids, my sons, that you can't just depend on no woman, you know, to do everything for you. Because I'm not one of those mothers that say, oh well, the woman's supposed to do all this. What's wrong with your hands, sir? What's wrong with your hands, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Come on in here and let me show you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that. Oh, that's the woman's job. I'm gonna give me a wife, or I'm gonna give me a girlfriend. Let them. No, 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 no.
Hey,
You gonna learn how to do this too.
hey, look here. Remember what you told me about that tuna? You was like, man, I ain't finna make that tuna for you. You better come in here and make that tuna yourself. I'm like, I can't stretch that tuna like you can stretch it,
Yeah,
girl.
that'd be the first thing coming to mouth. Oh, I like the way you do it. I like the way you do it too. Come in, let me see you move them hands, okay? Because if it's not a woman around, guess what? You are a young man. You need to know how to do those things too. I'm not just I'm so far from that. I don't like that male chauvinist type stuff,
Mm-mm.
and I didn't teach my sons to be male chauvinists.
Mm-hmm.
You supposed to, even if you're in a marriage or whatever, don't think, oh, it's just the woman's job to be in the kitchen. It's
Oh
the
no.
woman's job to clean the house. It's the
Oh
woman's
no.
job to do this, that, and the other. No, we're gonna do this together, honey. That's how we're
Yep.
gonna do that.
We're gonna do this the right way, baby.
That's how we gonna do that. Because if I wasn't here, what would you do? You gonna
Mm-hmm.
have a dirty house? You ain't gonna eat. You ain't gonna fix you nothing to eat. You ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna clean your house. You got to know how to do those things.
GJ,
Okay.
what's happening, dude?
Hey, GJ, thank you for coming in.
My boy.
I know people in their 40s that don't know how to do anything, getting evicted and yeah, how you don't know how to do none of these things? No, you got to teach your boy child and your girl child uh what they need to do. You got to teach them that. Yeah, work them hands. Yeah, better work them hands. Like it's nothing wrong with going into a marriage, and your wife feel like she want to be the one to do those things and all that. What if your wife get down sick? What's she supposed to do then? If you don't know how to do these things, no, you got to know how to do those things. Regardless, what if you don't have a wife or you don't have a significant other? You got to know how to do those things. You got to learn how to take care of yourself. So I taught my boys and my girl. I taught them together. I taught them individually. Like one day I have my daughter in there showing her things, and another day I had my son. I had two sons. I was raising my son that I had, and then I was raising my daughter and my other son from a former marriage. So I taught them all those things, and I taught them those things individually and at different ages. Like
Hey,
I
Val,
started
what's up,
them.
man?
I started them showing them how to actually cook on the stove when they was 8 years old. You know, When they was 8 years old, I taught them how to cook on the stove and how to be safe doing it, and how to prepare little things. I would be in there with them, and letting them do it, and showing them how to be safe while they're doing it, things like that. You have some guys, they go out there and they get their first house and try to cook on the stove and been to burn down the house just trying to boil some hot dogs. Okay, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to teach them that stuff, y'all. If I when I tell you, my son, he can cook a whole Thanksgiving meal, okay, and more. He know how to do
Mm-hmm.
all of that.
Chitlins, chicken feet. He
Everything,
know how to
okay?
fry them
Everything,
joints.
okay?
Them chicken
Hey
fry.
Val, thank you for coming in.
Hello, Val. What's
Hey
good?
GJ, I got to catch you. Yeah. So we do, yes. So you definitely got to teach them that stuff. You know, um, he know how to cook everything. Okay. It's times on Thanksgiving that my daughter, she'll call me like, "Mom, I know all this," but she'll have me on the phone. She was like, "Okay, but and that's good because I remember my mom when we was growing up. I remember my mom on the phone with my granny like, "Okay, I'm doing this, and it's not tasting like yours tastes, so you need to tell me what I missed or what I didn't do." And my daughter,
Val said you look beautiful today.
thank you, and my daughter and my sons do the same thing. They call, "Mom, what I'm missing? What up?"
You got a whole car on your record. You speeding
Straight on through that stop sign. Yeah, but they'll call me. They be like, "Okay, this not tasting where yours tastes. What I'm missing? What I'm missing?" Nephew, look, thank you so much, Val. I appreciate that. Yeah,
Now, what if that truck had a pull off their record?
so we definitely have to implement. Yeah, they just go through these stop signs like crazy, y'all. What GJ say? Be helpers to each other. Yes,
Be
helpful to each
helpful
other.
to one another.
Straight.
Y'all, we're gonna have to do a karaoke day.
Now we can't do no karaoke though. They you
But
YT just don't. I,
but
I wish I wish
we're gonna do it on Twitch.
whenever they change that, y'all. Whenever they change this music thing and we able to put music on here, y'all, we gonna be grooving, okay? I could just imagine. Never always be styling and profile. Thank you, Barry B. Yeah, but we definitely make sure teach y'all. Don't not teach your sons those things. We got some really really good men that's chefs, and chefs they be some good chefs. They can really cook. My
Girl,
son, he can throw some stuff together. I
baby.
didn't taught him enough to for him to throw some stuff together. He'd be like, "Ooh, I really like that." Like some of the things that I don't like, he would make it where I'm gonna
Baby,
like it. You know what I'm saying? So he
baby. Hold on now.
got
Hold
he
on.
got his wife. He got his wife.
Hold on now.
He got his wife cooking, eating some stuff that she was like, I don't eat that. I don't eat that. I bet you she eat it today. Okay.
Missy.
Huh?
Uh,
We can do
Little girl.
StreamYard. Oh, StreamYard duets.
Mm-hmm.
Mary B said we could do StreamYard duets.
For
They
sure.
need to get it together with this new. Yes, they do. I be wanting so much. I be wanting. I love music, Mary B. I be wanting some music, especially when I was doing my birthday live. I was so outdone that I couldn't do no music. I was like, no, I want to do some
Hold on.
music.
I got something to say to you
What's
and them.
that?
Hold on. I'm the chef Gordon. Hold on. Let me stand up. Let me stand up.
Don't believe. Don't
All
believe
the real
it.
homies in the building. I'm the chef Gordon Ramsay number 2. You feel me? I'm chef Gordon Ramsay number 2 around here.
Y'all.
Man, I know how to lay them burgers. I know how to cook them tacos, some nachos, maybe a little extra salt and stuff. But I be cooking
he can
though.
he can do a few things, y'all.
No.
He can do a few things, but he a little heavy handed with this seasoning, y'all. I'm gonna say it like that.
Look,
So
drizzle drazzle.
he a little heavy handed with the salt. Okay, so I be like, no, sir. Let me season it, and then you can do what you do. Cause we can't do all that. Okay, you gotta know how to season it. Okay. Yes, I still enjoyed it, Janie. I still enjoyed it, but I definitely wanted to implement some music, but it turned out really nice. That was like one of my first ever lives, and I was nervous to get on there at first, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it because it. I had to work myself up. I think I was at least I think I had at least what about 400, 500 subscribers when I first did my first live.
Mm.
I was trying I was trying to work myself up to get the courage to do it. But when I finally did, then I was like, okay, that's not bad, I thought I was gonna be, I thought I was gonna be like stage fright, like not saying nothing or
Hold on, how you gonna be stage fright when you perform on the Bahamas cruise?
oh y'all.
How you gonna be
I
stage
need to
fright?
come up with something for my birthday. Yes, when your birthday, Janie?
Yeah, Danny. When your birthday,
When your birthday? Cause I definitely want to say
sister
happy
girl,
birthday.
we gonna pop through the live.
Yeah, but y'all, I was so nervous that first time. I was like, oh man. But when I got up, when I actually turned on that camera, it's like I was it all the nervousness and everything went out the window.
Mm-hmm. Hey, for a couple years, when I first started YouTube, like in 2010, I was stage fright.
Hold on one second.
I didn't show my face for a
Anybody that
while.
came in that didn't see the caterpillar, he's in his cocoon. He's in his cocoon now, y'all. This been the 7 day of being in his cocoon. And make sure I show y'all that. See, let me see if
GJ,
I can get it a little closer so y'all can see.
GJ, I know you got a song to sing today,
Can
bro.
y'all see?
I know
I
you
hope
got a song to sing.
the jar is. Y'all see him? So this the 7 day he been in the in this stage, y'all. Janie, I don't think you been. I think this your first time being in live since I started my started this process with the caterpillar, but I'm letting him go into into a cocoon, and then when he comes out of his cocoon, we're gonna release him. And at this point in time in the process, you got some people saying it's gonna be a moth, a butter moth, and some people saying it's gonna be a butterfly. I'm hoping it's gonna be a butterfly. Oh my goodness. Look at him. Yeah, he doing good, Mary B. He's still in that process. He haven't went into his hard cocoon yet. Oh, your birthday oh, Riz, your birthday December 20. You know what? I have a brother, his birthday is December 27th.
My brother's birthday is December 13th.
Yep, December oh,
Man,
yeah.
my best friend
Actually,
birthday.
I have two brothers in December. I have one December 15th and then I have one December the 27th.
My,
Hi yo yo. Help
my best
help
friend.
me make my cousin brother Allie stop using diapers. Um, you know, this is how I taught my son how to stop using the diapers. Yo yo.
Set him on the toilet.
This is what I did. I got one of those pots, one of those baby pots, and when I knew, I kind of knew his schedule of his when he used the bathroom, so I kind of in a way kind of knew his schedule. So what I would do is I would put sit him in front of kids like to watch they cartoons and things like that and all of that. What I used to do is I would sit him on his pot while he watching his cartoons or whatever. And that's how I taught him. And I taught him so quickly, y'all. It was like not even maybe 2 days. But I sat him on his pot, and when he used the bathroom in there, I cleaned him and I let him see what he did, and oh yeah, you did good, things like that. And he started, just he started really really quick, y'all. He started using it really really quick.
Yo
So
yo.
I would say to put them on the pot while you're sitting there with them. To always make sure you're vigilant with them, and you're there with them. But let them still watch TV or do something that they want to do until they use the bathroom, so they know what they're supposed to do, so they can stop using the Pampers. I took my son. My son started a lot of things really early. My son started walking at least like 7.5 months. My son was walking. He was potty trained but before his first birthday, and he was off the bottle. At least maybe I think I took him off the bottle maybe 8 months. 8 months he was completely off the bottle. I never let him use a pacifier ever. I didn't believe in pacifiers. So everything he started early. He started really early, but that's how I potty trained my son. You know, I sat there with him until he used the bathroom, till he peed. He seen that how he peed and things like that. And then once they get a little older, then you can teach them how to go to the bathroom like a little boy. As far as peeing or whatever. But I taught that's the way I taught him, and I got him out the Pampers so quick, y'all. I think when I did actually get him out his Pampers and bottles and things like that, I had to give most of that stuff away because he didn't need it no more. I was able to get him, and it be exciting for kids to get their little cartoon underwear and stuff, and don't have to wear Pampers and stuff no more. They like stuff like that. You may not think so, but they do.
I had John Cena underwear. The hustle loyalty respect kind.
That is nice.
The you
I
can't
would
see
I would
me.
turn 21 years old soon.
That's cool.
Okay, vote for a butterfly. Yeah.
No,
Hey, Janie.
no, he said 21, baby. He said 22.
22.
He
My
big
brother is.
22. You
Oh,
feel me?
wait a minute. Last I lied, my brother is 19. Yo, come on.
No, he said his cousin brother.
He said my brother is 19. Okay, what else he said? Let me see what Yo saying here. Hi. Okay, he's saying hi to everybody, guys. Don't that. When I was a baby, took me a Pakistan. My mom thought I was. She thought you was possessed. My mom took dummies and pulled their hair. So I don't know what you talking about, Riz. What you talking about? Yeah, but that's how I taught my child. So uh, I don't know if you really needed that information on how to do that, but that's what I did. Everybody do it different. You know, but that's what I did, and I'm telling y'all, it worked very very quickly. It worked because if you notice when babies like that and they start being in their diapers, once they start getting a little older, they'll go somewhere and take those diapers off, and you be like, you done took your diaper off, and then you got to clean up all this and that and this that and other. When they start taking that diaper off and doing all that, it's time to get them up out of them diapers. Okay, I'm a firm believer in that. When they start doing stuff like that, it's time to get them up out of there. When they start going in the corner, they used to, how kids do when they use the bathroom, when they in them diapers and they start getting of age, they'll go somewhere in the corner. So when they have to go. You know, they'll go somewhere and hide in the corner, and you be like, "What you doing over there?" That's when you put them on that pot.
Um,
Take that diaper off, put them on that pot, let them sit there.
Riz said he thought his mom thought that he was possessed because he
Yeah,
pulled out her so hard.
yeah. What I meant was my mom thought I was possessed because I pulled her hair so hard. Oh yeah. Oh, I can understand to see something now. My mom took me to her spiritual teacher, and he said it's because of Fraser. What is that?
For face still.
But yeah, yeah, but you know,
GJ, what song that man?
every child is different, Riz. So, you know,
Say hey,
some kids
JW.
you got to teach not to do some of those things because you know you got some biters who some people might have a biter. You got to teach them how to stop biting people. Some people might have a a child that pulls hair. You know, some kids might have a child that just come up to you and hit you. You know what I'm saying? Kids do a whole lot of different things that but you have to teach them that, and you definitely got to teach it to them young, teach them to them when they start doing it, because the older they get, the harder it's going to be to teach them. That's one thing I know for sure. The longer you take to teach them, the longer they're going to be doing whatever it is they're doing. Passive. Oh, he means pacifier. I was wondering what he was saying. Neff, yes, but you do forget I use UK English word. Oh, okay, okay. Hi, JW. Hey, hon. Chat ma at the barbershop, getting my ball fade. Oh, okay. JW. I would like to see how that comes out. Oh, okay. Happy Wednesday cooking with yes. I would like to see how that's gonna come out. Yes, the things that babies. Yes, that's a pacifier. I that GJ said it. It's a pacifier. Yeah, I don't. I never. My son have never had a pacifier. Mm-mm. I never started him on pacifiers. Didn't want him on pacifiers. Mm-mm. Yeah, but you definitely got to teach them. You got to teach them young. You got to catch them young, and most of the time, you kind of know when they got to go. So, uh, I mean maybe somebody else maybe not want to teach their kid that way, but it was really a good thing the way I did it, and because it was an easy process, y'all. It was a really easy process. Taking him off the bottle, that was an easy process because I just got him one little cup that they had the little sippy thing at the top. He wanted his bottle. I gave him his little cup. Get you a little drink. No, you're not getting that bottle. You know, took him off the bottle really quick. You know, yes, if you watch the little ones carefully, you will notice when they have to use the bathroom. Yes, yes, they'll go in a corner or something, or go behind something trying to hide. If they start doing that, it's time to get them out them pampers. Because guess what? They know when they have to go. When they start knowing when they have to go, that's when it's time to start teaching
Wow,
them.
wow.
I didn't give up my bottle until maybe around 4 or 5. Yeah, it takes every child is different, Riz. Every child is different, so it takes different times to get kids off the bottle. But you know, sometimes you have to be persistent, and you know some kids act out when they don't get their bottle or they don't get their pacifier and things like that, but you have to be persistent with them. It's just like teaching any teaching you when you teaching them that and you don't give it to them and you don't give in to them. See, a lot of parents give in to them because they don't want them crying, and they don't. Let me tell you something, it ain't nothing wrong with your baby crying. Okay, they opening up them lungs. Okay, if they cry a little bit, let them cry a little bit. It's not gonna hurt them. But a lot of parents give in because they don't want to hear them crying. You know, they trust and believe they gonna cry for a little bit. They're not gonna cry a long time. You might think they are, but when they know they're not gonna get it, then they start learning like, okay, that's not getting that crying ain't getting me nowhere. You know, that's not getting me nowhere. That's just like if your baby is spoiled and you got a spoiled baby. They get spoiled because we hold them all the time. We every time they say you're grabbing them, and so they become spoiled. If you want to be able to have a child and you want to be able to do things around your house and be able to go places and somebody babysit for you and things like that, you cannot spoil that child like that. You cannot because now they know that's how I get what I want if I do this. But if you teach them, oh, you just because you're doing that, you're not getting that, then they start learning like, okay, that's not gonna get me nowhere, so I'm gonna stop doing that. Hold on, guys. I have a call coming in. I'm sorry about that because of my ride. Sorry about that, guys. That was my ride calling me, letting me know some stuff. But yeah. So you have to, especially if we new mothers, be like, I don't want my baby crying. Why my baby crying? This, that, and the other. Your baby crying because kid, you know, you think manipulation only comes from with adults? Mm-mm. Kids can be manipulative too if they know how to do it. Okay, so you got to be wary of that. You got to be like, turn that down. Oh, is that my phone?
No, that's fine.
Turn it down. Yeah. So they'll get you. They'll get you if you let them. They'll get you.
Hey, Kogan Gaming, what up? Kogan,
Who? I don't see that.
Kogan,
Oh, hey, Kogan, gaming. How you doing? Kokon.
Kogan.
I hope I'm not messing up your name, so I'm gonna call you Ko. Hey, Ko. Yeah, my mom nearly died having me since I am the first child. Yeah, I had complications with my son too. Riz, I had when I was having my son, they put me on complete bed rest when I was about uh I think probably about 4 months, when I was like 4 months pregnant. They put me on complete bed rest because my body wasn't acting right with my baby and stuff like that. So uh, I definitely almost lost my child a few times when I was pregnant with him. But I guess I know now, since I know what's going on with
Oh,
me. I guess I know why now, but I didn't understand that then.
oh,
But
my iPad just died.
I didn't understand that then. But since I found out what's going on with me as I'm older, I kind of think back to that, and now I kind of figured out that some of those things that I was going through with my body back, growing up, that it was already there. So uh, my son, I've only had one child, so every every other pregnancy that I've had, it didn't take. So I'll say it like that. But so you know that I love you. I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. Oh, I like that song.
Oh, DJ singing now.
Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. That song.
He's singing now. Take it
Now,
away.
when my mom was pregnant with, she had vacuum assisted delivery. Oh, That's I don't know exactly what that is, Riz. I had a normal birth, but my son was a normal birth, but he was it was a hard process. I forgot to end of that line. Yeah, a lot of people have complications. Well, I never understood, some of the things that I was going through when I was growing up, Riz, that was going on with my body. So I learned later, now what's going on with me. But I didn't know that any of this when I was growing up. I didn't know it was anything wrong with me physically, wrong with me. I didn't know that I had what I have. So uh, I didn't know why I was going through some of those things um, back then. You know, but now that I think about it now, and I know what's going on with me, I kind of think back to some of those things that was going on with me then, and because that I didn't understand. So I understand it better now. I'm back. Hayward. Yeah. So I definitely I definitely think raising raising kids, you have to be you have to be consistent on what you're teaching them, especially when they're young like that. And believe me, when kids are young like that, they like sponges. So don't let them manipulate you and you think, oh, he's crying or she's crying. Guess what? They gonna cry for a little bit, and then they gonna know that's not what you're gonna do. That's not what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Some parents don't want to hear that and be like, "Oh, my baby's crying. Why is my baby crying?" Your baby crying because he's trying to get you to give them some that that they want, and it may not be what you want to give them. You know, it may not be what you want to give them. So you gotta look here. That's not what's gonna happen. That's not what's gonna happen. I had a I, my I pretty much had a good time raising my son. He liked to. I would put him down there, and he would play by himself. He didn't cry. If y'all used to see him with my mom loved. He loved music, y'all. He loved him some music. My mom had him when she used to get him and babysit him, and she'd be sitting there and she'd be playing her music, and he'd be down there and he'd be putting his hands up to muscle in the house. It was so cute, y'all. But he's be down. He just played by himself. I didn't have no problem with him. As far as none of that. He was a baby that actually liked to play by himself. Didn't cry a lot at all. You know, at all. I had a good baby experience. I used to hold mine all day long. The boy loved me. Yeah, when you hold him like that, Valdo, you be time you want to go somewhere, you want to go kick it or something, and you be like, "Oh, would you babysit for me?" People be like, oh, "I ain't babysitting your baby. Your baby's spoiled." Well, I had to learn that real quick, y'all. I'm like, shoot, I'm want to go someplace. I can't be spoiling you. Can't be spoiling you now. Yes, kids are a master of manipulation. Where you gotta watch them because they will try to get you. They would definitely try to get you, and you be looking like, oh, I'm going to give. No, no, don't give me them puppy eyes, puppy dog eyes, and all that. No, no, no. I said no. That's what it is. And you gotta stand firm because that trust me, they what word just said, they are masters of manipulation. I'm telling you, they would get you real quick. It ain't nothing wrong with them crying a little bit. Let them open up them lungs. Okay, let them open up them lungs. Guess what they gonna do? Eventually, they gonna stop crying because they gonna see they not getting what they want. Hmm. Yeah, that's what some parents do. They spoil their child without boundaries, but that also is not good because they're you when they growing up like that. First of all, you got to think about this, especially if you're a working parent. You got to think about this. If you spoil them like that, and you ready for them to start being with somebody else, it's gonna be impossible. They're not gonna want to be with nobody else. You're not gonna be able to work because ain't nobody gonna want to deal with that. You gotta think about that. You also have to think about they're growing and they're getting ready to start school in a few years. You can't when you take you spoil your child too much and you try to take them to school. Now you can't work and you have to be there at the school with your child because your child is not um, you know don't want to be with somebody else and this that and the other and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I when I was raising my kids, I babysitted a lot. That was one of my things that I did. I had a little babysitting thing, so I babysitted other people's kids, and I had some kids coming there, but you know what? They when you teach them, I made them a little routine. When they came, we had breakfast. I played with them. You have to keep their mind stimulated. Play with them a little bit. Show them different things. Teach them because they're like I said, they're like sponges when they're young like that. So it's so easily to teach them their ABCs and their numbers and all kind of little things like that. My son, I think I heard I forget who I seen was talking about that the other day. I think Marlene about how young she started reading. My son started reading very young, y'all. My son would read. My granny would read her newspaper every day. My son was 2, 3 years old reading the newspaper to my granny. Okay, and I had to tell her because when he read the newspaper, he would want to call me when he read a certain thing in the newspaper. He would call me while I was at work, and mom, it's this kind of man out, and do you got protection for when you coming home, and this that and the other, and a lot of stuff that he read in the newspaper disturbed him, and he wanted to make sure I was safe and things like that. So he would call me. So I had to tell my grandma, Granny, please, please don't let him read the newspaper no more. I got him. He had books and stuff like that. So I was like, please just let him read the books to you. Don't let him read the newspaper no more.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all.
The things he used to call you and say.
Man, some of the things he used to call me and say, he was reading that stuff, and some of the stuff that you can read in the newspaper on some of these crimes and people and things like that. He would read that stuff, and he called me at work all day. Y'all, my son, he was so smart. They had the payphones like in the neighborhood where I was at. They used to have the payphones. My son. Now I kid you not. I never taught my son how to get on a phone and on those payphones. He would see me get on the payphone, but I have never taught him how to get on the payphone, y'all. My son would get on the payphone. How he knew, how to call somebody collect. He called my granny collect, and I'm like, and I seen him. It was like a little stoop. He got up there, and he was playing. I said, now you leave that phone alone. Leave that phone alone. And he was talking to somebody, and I'm like, and who is you talking to? I grabbed the phone from him, y'all. I grabbed the phone from him, and I get on the phone, and I was like, hello. And my granny started talking. I'm like, what you doing on this phone? She said, he called me collect. It says, would you accept this collect call from my son? Would you accept this collect call? And I accepted the call. Y'all, I was through. I was outdone. Y'all, I was like, and what he did was, and I'm like, now how'd you know how to do that? How you know how to call somebody collect? And you don't pay attention to a little stuff when using those phones. But if you read on the phone, it show you if you want to make a collect call, do this, that. Now he already knew my granny's number by heart, but he read the thing and it showed him and it tells you how to make a collect call. Y'all,
Look at the butterfly. Look, look,
y'all,
butterfly.
y'all, he that look like, oh, that is a butterfly. Look, y'all. Oh, did y'all see that? I hope y'all seen that. Yeah, he was so smart, y'all. He read the thing
Oh,
and learned how to make a collect call.
baby.
So he started. He was like, "It's okay." She was like, "If he want to call me, he can call me." So every time we went, at that time, my brother he was working at a he was working at a laundromat. So the payphone was inside of there. So every time we went in the laundromat to go see my brother, he would get on that stoop and call my granny collect. Oh, let's not kill the karma. Let's not start a fight. It's not worth the drama for a beautiful liar. Can we laugh about it? Yes, we can laugh about it. GJ, it's not worth it. Yeah, that's a song. The emotional cut off tactic parents is very effective. I know
Baby,
from experience. Yeah,
baby,
you definitely gotta
baby. Gotta tell you something.
uh
Crystal's World says,
oh, did I miss somebody?
"How did you start your YouTube channel?"
Oh, I started. How did I start it, Crystal? I just got up one day and I did it. I already knew that I wanted to do it, and I just first of all, I got the some of the stuff that I needed for like at that time I had the little background, the little green screen behind me. I just put it on the wall, and then I had got that the thing that I eat on. I had ordered that, and we put that up, and there was a whole lot of other stuff that I wanted to do. Okay, before I started my channel, but I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about how everything looked. So I just started cooking. I cooked and I just got up there and I just did it,
Mm-hmm.
Crystal. I just got up there and did it.
And Crystal, also how we film. We film with an iPhone 14
Yeah,
Plus.
I actually purchased the camera, which was the wrong camera. I thought I had to purchase a camcorder, but once I got that, I was like, okay, I could just got a camcorder because this is not how I need what I need. But King Zachariah had an iPhone, so we just started recording on that. So we've been recording on the iPhone since I started my channel. Um, I eventually do want to get a setup, but I have to get up there. You know, I have to. Well, I guess once I start, actually making
Money.
funds and stuff on YouTube, then I can upgrade and get something different like vlog cameras and things like that. But in the meantime,
Oh,
I've been using the iPhone, and even on one of my live, I use my Android phone.
hold on,
So
y'all. I got a pen and cash app up here. I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah, so
That supposed to be up here.
once I
That's for
start
future projects, by the way.
once I start, making money from YouTube, then I can start upgrading this, getting that. But I was like, I was just putting it off, Crystal, just putting it off, and I was like, you know what? I was like, because I need this for it, and I want it to look like this, and then I was like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, just be you, you know,
Yep.
just get up there and be who you are, and do what you can do, and just do it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because if I keep putting it off, it will never
Mm-hmm.
happen. You know what I'm saying? If you got something in your mind that you want to do, just do it. Don't worry about how it's gonna look or what it's gonna be and this, that, and the other. Because as time go, then you can upgrade those things and make those things look better later. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Just just like that. You know what I mean? Just do it. Just start it
now,
and
Val.
and continue and just go forward with it.
Now, Val.
Is King Zachariah the Gordon Ramsay?
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
No, ma'am, Bow.
Cap. Cap.
King Zachariah. Okay, I'll tell you.
You got cap in your
he
raps.
he is the Gordon Ramsay of throwing something in the oven or microwave.
What? Hold on, I done cooked on the stove before.
He's the Gordon Ramsay of throwing something in the microwave
Hold
or
on.
inside of the oven.
Nah, you tripping.
Yes.
You tripping. I done cooked on the stove multiple times.
He's cooked. He's cooked on the stove a handful of times, maybe. But yeah, we keep King Zachariah out. Let me tell y'all what he did one day, y'all. Can I tell it? Let me tell y'all what he did. I had him to go in there to put something in the stove, okay? And he puts it in the stove, but he put it in uh one of the things that I don't know, it was dripping or something, and something dripped down into the stove, and he seen.
No, I put some.
Y'all.
No, I had warmed something up that still has some sugar on it.
Y'all.
On the pan, so sugar in the pan, a little sugar.
He seen a little smoke.
No, it wasn't no smoke. It was fire.
It?
It literally caught on fire for a second.
But you know how the grease can drip on the stove, and it's an electric stove. So if it drip on them little parts where it lights up, you're gonna see smoke, and you might see fire, especially if it's oil. He comes running out of the kitchen, y'all, with this pan and this grease in his hand. I'm like, what are you about to do with that? Wait a minute. Y'all. I gotta watch him when he in the kitchen, y'all. I gotta watch him when he in the kitchen.
Y'all, I must have called the fire department. I called the ambulance, the police,
y'all,
the FBI, everybody.
Y'all. And then he was cooking on top of the stove one time, Bow, and some of the oil, some of the stuff, got on the eye. I'm in the room after I get him right and to let him know that everything is okay. Why, like 5 minutes later, I have the fire department knocking on my door.
The whole station.
I look out here. It's fire departments. The police come out with the fire truck and all that. And I'm like, why did you call the fire department? I'm telling you, man. I was like, oh my God, I got the whole block full of fire trucks and stuff because he didn't drop some oil or some of the stuff didn't drop on the doggone aisle. Okay, so yeah, y'all, he had me like, oh my goodness. And the fire department came in there and make sure it wasn't no gas leak or and all this other stuff. I'm like, you got the fire department and it came out here? Are you serious?
It was like 20 of them in there.
Y'all. He had me rolling. I'm like, no, he didn't. I'm oh my goodness. That was a funny day, y'all. I was like, why did you call the fire department? Let me tell you something else he did. It's so funny, y'all. We sitting in the living room. We sitting in the living room, y'all. And we have a fireplace. Y'all, when I tell you, it scared both of us. Okay,
yeah.
I have to say, it scared both of us. But some kind of how a mouse came through the fire, the fire, the what is it, the fireplace.
Fireplace, yeah.
But we seen when it dropped down or whatever.
Something big.
I don't know how a mouse get on the doggone roof to drop down into the fireplace, y'all. But we seen when it dropped down, but we didn't see what it was. We just seen something black, and we seen it drop down, and we both like, what the heck? So I'm like, get the broom. What is? You see what it is? Hit it. What is it? He goes in the kitchen to go get the broom, y'all. And I'm sitting there, and he's scared to do. He's scared to even try to see what it is. I am too. I wasn't having it. I just was watching that spot, so if it run out, we'd know where it go, because we didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just watching that area to make sure it don't run nowhere, whatever it is. He goes in the kitchen to go get the broom. He didn't come out the kitchen with the broom, y'all. He stays in there for a minute. I'm staying talking about, come on, what you doing in there? What you doing in there? Why this man then called the police? The police come walking in my house talking about some what's wrong, what happened. He was like, something just dropped down there. We don't know if it's a, I think it's a tarantula.
I said it's something big. I don't know what it
It's
is.
big. I don't know what it is.
I said it's a tarantula,
it's a tarantula
or a raccoon or something.
Y'all, the police had to get the, and then come to find out, come to find out it was a mouse, and the police had to get the mouse out the house, y'all. The police. Yeah. They chased it around. They chased it around the house until they made it go out the door. I was like, oh my gosh.
But they came out on non-emergency though.
Today, well, we actually did one yesterday, Val. So I'll be uploading that. I'm looking so wild on there, y'all, because that ride and that cheer took a lot out of me. I was so in pain. I didn't even feel like doing the video yesterday, but I got up there and I looked at the video after I did it. I was like, oh, look at me. I didn't try to do nothing to my hair. I didn't do nothing. I was just like, cause he just came with the stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he was coming with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to actually relax yesterday. So I just got up there and did it anyway. I was like, oh well.
Y'all, it's a remix for the ages. Just know that.
But yeah, y'all, he called the police. He called the police. Police coming there. I ain't never seen that. I was like, I have never heard of that in my life. For somebody to call the police for a bug, or because we didn't know if it was a spider or what it was. But I was like, never in my days do I know for somebody to call the police for a bug or spider or anything like that. The police was like, oh yeah, we come out to help you. Like, I was like, I asked them. I said, I know y'all ain't never had no call like this, have y'all? They was like, well, you'll be surprised what type of calls we get. I mean, I was in there rolling with the police, y'all.
Mm-hmm. But they cool. They cool though. They cool police officers.
Yeah, they got some pretty pretty cool police officers, y'all. And if at first you don't succeed, and then dust yourself off and try, I know, but we both were scared. Yeah, he's singing. GJ still singing. Yeah, Val, but that was so funny to me. I was like, oh my gosh. But you know what? I'm glad they came. I ain't gonna tell you no. I'm glad they came because I would have been probably sitting outside because I didn't know what the heck came through that thing. But since then we had them to get some because we don't actually use the fireplace, so we had them come out and seal that up so nothing else can come through there.
Mm-hmm.
But that scared us to death, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no, I ain't gonna be able to do that.
Nah.
Stuff coming through the fire through the no.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
You know that's scary. And how can a mouse get on the roof, y'all? That was beyond me.
Shoot, they can climb through water pipes.
I was like, what the heck? I was thinking for sure that it was like you said, like a tarantula, a big spider or something. But when I found out it was a mouse, I'm trying to think to myself, like, how in the heck can a mouse get on the roof to fall through the fireplace? Like, that's beyond me. That is beyond me, y'all. GJ says, because if you first, oh, you still singing, GJ? I know. I wish we could listen to some music, GJ. But yeah, y'all, I was outdone with that. I'm like, okay, so I had them to come and I actually have two fireplaces. I have one in the living room, and then I have one in my bedroom. So I had them to come and it's not if we wasn't using it, it wasn't being used. So I had them come and block that whole, up there off, so nothing couldn't can come in. Cause I don't know what I'd do if a big old squirrel or if a mouse can get up there, them squirrels can get up in through there. I can't be chasing around no squirrel and all that stuff in my house.
Baby, when I already told one police story, what you think?
What?
About when the lights went off?
No, y'all. That was that. He talking about when the lights went off, y'all.
Yeah.
Man,
we've been
having some stuff go on in this house, y'all. But
that one was funny too.
Yeah, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at first because we didn't know what the heck it was. But
all I heard was
we heard we was in the house. And
bam.
We heard like we heard like loud sounds, y'all. It was some loud sounds, and we did not know where the heck it was coming from. It sounded like it was coming from. You can tell it was like sounded like
at first it sounded like
it was coming from the back in like the basement or whatever. And I'm like, what is going on? And then it just started going louder, and then you can start hearing it in the walls. This loud sound, and so we like. He calls the police like we don't know what's going on.
I think somebody trying to kill us.
Somebody trying to get somebody trying to do something to us. This, that, and the other. Somebody
under the floor right now.
They up under the floor because the basement is like a thing you have to raise up like a door and then you go down the stairs. But he was like, they down there. But it sounded like it, y'all. It sounded like somebody was beating on the pipes. Or beating on something downstairs. He was like, they trying to blow us up. Y'all.
It was like 50 police.
Oh my gosh. So the police was like, well, get out of the house. The lady on the phone, she was like, well, get out the house right now. This, that, the other, who walked the bam. Go outside, go somewhere safe. So we came outside and to wait on them to come to see what was going on because we didn't, like we said, we didn't know what was going on. The way the sounds was in the thing. We didn't know what was gonna happen. Come to find out, y'all, it was Riz. What's the name of that song by Stormy's on your Still Here? Thank you, Frugal Mama. Yeah. So we come outside and we waiting on the police, y'all. So many police pulled up. And I don't know how many police was out here. It was so many, y'all. And the fire department, everybody, they was all out here. And come to find out, it's good.
No, they had the straps drawn and everything.
Oh yeah, they had guns out, y'all. When they got out them cars, they had guns drawn. You got some coming, they're going this way, some going the other way, where they can meet up in the back to see what was going on. If somebody was down there, this and the other. But that was all God because come to find out the electric was faulty. It was really bad, it was popping all through the walls and all that. So that could have started a big fire or anything. You know what I mean? So it was by the grace of God that happened, and we was able to get them out here. They turned off all the power, had to be turned off. But it's good that I got a good landlord because he made sure, I think we had to stay in the hotel
about 2 weeks.
About 3 weeks. While he did all the while he came and had them fix the entire electric in the house.
Matter of fact, that was around the time the pandemic was.
In
2020.
Yeah, and then he had to come. They had to do the whole.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
They had to do the entire house, y'all. They had to do all the entire electricity in the house. So that was by the grace of God that we did hear that and we was awake because they was like that could have started a fire, or anything. And thank God we wanted to sleep when it happened. You know what I'm saying?
I just thank God that those heaters was on us.
Hey, good morning, Monique. Thank you for coming.
What up, Monique?
Yeah, so that was by the grace of God that happened, y'all. They came out.
The electric stove went on.
Yeah, so it was scary.
It was very, very scary.
It was really scary. But if y'all heard them sounds, y'all would have been like, "What is going on?"
It was like bam,
And it was going through the
bam,
walls. That's how I
bam.
know it would have caught on fire because I've seen it in this apartment that I used to live in. Um, that was by the grace of God too that things happened the way it happened there because I was I something told me I was gonna take a nap. I was gonna watch TV and I was gonna take me a nap, fall asleep. And I usually do that in my bedroom. But um, some told me to go into the living room. So I don't know why I did that, but I took my whole mattress and I put it in the living room and put it on the floor, made it up and stuff like that. And I because the air conditioner was in there. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take this in the living room. And first time I had ever did it. And that's why I say the Lord work in mysterious ways. He does. He works in mysterious ways. So I'm in there and I'm getting relaxed and I'm falling asleep. And it caught the where the air conditioner was. That whole wall. I heard that sound. The sound that I was telling y'all about that I heard here. I heard that sound and it made me open my eyes. But that whole thing caught on fire. I mean, fire was high on that wall, and I'm like, what the heck? And I was panicking at first, and something was just telling me, just unplug it right now. So I ran over there and I unplugged it, and the fire just went back down. But I called the fire department and stuff like that to make sure it wasn't still fire in the walls and things like that. So they checked it and all that other stuff. But it was by the grace of God I did not go in that bedroom and go to sleep because the apartment that I was in, it was only one way out and it was in there. So by the
Wow.
grace of God, I did not go in that bedroom to go to sleep because I probably wouldn't be here today. And that's for real. It wouldn't have been if that living room and all that stuff would have caught on fire. It wouldn't have been no way for me to get out.
Did any of the windows have
You
bars?
got you got lucky. You didn't get electrocuted. Yeah, I that when I pulled that out. But I didn't pull it out with my bare hands. I had something and I pulled it out because, like I said, it was all on fire. It was fire. So I just took something. I put something on my in my hands and I just pulled the cord out. You know what I'm saying? But that was scary. I'm so I thank God every day that I did not go in that room to go to sleep because it wouldn't. I would have been stuck. I wouldn't have been able to get out of that place. That's why now after that happened, that was the last time I stayed in an apartment where it was only one way out. That's a death trap to me. Living in an apartment when you only have one way out, mm-mm. I never want to do that again. Mm-mm.
Sweetheart,
Mm.
sweetheart, you cannot say that word.
What? Say what word? Oh, well,
It's a trap, y'all.
yeah. It was a vow I don't listen to. Stormy fully. I heard the song. Yes, cause I'm scared to stay. I'm scared to stay in a place where there's just one way out. You know, I mean, I wouldn't have been if it would have came down to it, I'd have jumped out the window. I probably would have broke a leg or something because it was on the it was on the second story or something. But it would have been better than being burnt up. You know, but I don't like stuff like that because I had some cousins and they had been living in their house for long time, long, 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 long time, and it's a really sad story, y'all. It's a really sad story, but a lot of my cousins got uh, they didn't make it, from a house fire, and it's so unfortunate, you know. Uh, that's something that I don't like to talk about too much, but yeah, you gotta be careful with stuff like that because
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be really really careful about stuff like
Yep.
that. That's why I try to keep it in my mind to always to always know that if this happens, how can I get out? Or, you know, when you have experiences like that, you start thinking differently. You know what I'm saying? You start thinking differently about about situations like that. You have to, you know, always have a way out, or if this happens, you know, you have to give yourself, even as like the scenarios I used to give my children, I had to start doing scenarios with myself on how to keep my children safe and things like that. Like, if this was to happen, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? You know what I mean? Yeah, it was really sad, and it wasn't not just one or two of them. It was a lot of them, and um, it was very unfortunate that that happened, and it was an accident. You know, that situation, it was an accident. It was a child. That's why you got to teach your kids, y'all, about everything. One of the kids, they, you know, they was they one of they a little bit older than them, their siblings, um, took a lighter and was call themselves waking the kids up for school or whatever, and he took a lighter. The kids wouldn't get up when like they told him to, so he took a lighter. He wasn't trying to burn them, but he was trying to, you know, make their foot hot. You know how people play with lighters. You know how you put a lighter to your hand, and you can feel the heat. He called himself trying to make his brother or sister feel the heat of the lighter. And when he did that, he did it, and they didn't get up, and he went back in there and was like, they won't get up, this, that, and other. But the lighter had caught onto the bed, and he didn't know it. And when he left out to go to tell them that they wouldn't get up, and he went in the bathroom and do whatever he had to do to get dressed for school, he never knew that the cover had caught a fire, and there it goes, an accident. It wasn't intentional. Yes, you got to teach him not to play with fire. Hi, Proud. Thank you for coming in.
What up,
Hey,
Proud?
Susan. Thank you for coming
What
in.
up, Susan?
Yeah, so that was unfortunate, and it's sad, y'all. That was really sad, and you know that's why we gotta teach our kids not to play with fire, not to do certain things, this, that, and the other. He loved it. He loved his siblings and stuff like that. He wasn't trying to hurt them, but uh, it's just unfortunate that that happened. Something he can't change, and some people can't will never get past things, stuff like that. My whole unit, the power went out 2 days ago, and the pole is in front of my house, and lights company came out and was on the ladder fixing it. I was so scared he was going to get electrocuted. Yeah, messing with you got that, but them people that work on them poles and stuff like that, they got to have a lot of training before they start doing stuff like that. You got to really know what you're doing when it comes to that electricity. Yes, Monique, definitely got to know what you're doing. That's Proud. Talk speaking to everybody. I don't know what you're saying, Proud, in that language, but I don't know how to read that. So, um, yeah. So you gotta teach your kids not to be doing stuff like that. Not to be playing with lighters and fire and things like that. You know. Hey, Neff, how
Hello,
are you
Commander.
doing? Hey, Commander. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you.
We're doing great, Commander.
Yeah, we just telling some little random stories here and there, Commander. Uh, we still got the little guy in a cocoon. He haven't came out yet. He's still going. It's been 7 days since he's been in the cocoon, but he's still looking the same, y'all. He ain't did nothing different. Yeah, but we gotta be. That's why we gotta teach our kids. We gotta teach our kids different things because, that can be really bad if some stuff like that happen. I remember when I was a little girl, me and my brother, me and my brother, we was my brother was fixing the bike, and you know how you fix the inner tube, and you get the little patches to put on the inner tube, and then you gotta put the patch on there, and they got a little stuff to put on there, and then you have to like use the lighter to like burn the patch on there so it can be on there right and all that other stuff. Y'all, my brother had the alcohol. Okay, he had the alcohol to clean the area on the thing. Now, at this time, we didn't know what alcohol could do, y'all. Okay, we didn't know what alcohol could do, but he was fixing his bike, and he always fixed our tires and stuff like that. So this wasn't the first time him doing it and all that other stuff, but it was actually my fault because when I came down the stairs while he was doing what he was doing, when I came down the stairs, I kicked the alcohol over by accident. And when I tell you, Lord, when I tell you that alcohol spread it and the fire spread it with it, the fire was this high, y'all. It was just like flames. It's good that we know things because we was it was he was when he was fixing the bike, it was in the basement, and then it was on the other side, it was a water thing where where we wash at and stuff. You had the little sink. So he like, oh my goodness. So it's like a line of fire. So he jumped over the flames, and I jumped right with him. Like I told you, I had three brothers. I was a tomboy. Okay, we jumped over the flames and to go in there and to get to the water because, like I said, it was a basement, and it was actually where we lived. It was a apartment. It was apartment in the basement, but then it was a big old area for the washer and all that other stuff. And then there was another part where you come down the stairs and you can go out the door. So it was different, two different ways out of the basement, and then there was an apartment in the basement, and then there was another area where it was for the laundry and stuff like that. But it was like a lot of somebody had the person that lived down there, whatever, had a lot of stuff stored right there. So if that stuff had caught on fire, it would have been uncontrollable. So it's good that we was able to react to get that fire out. But y'all, I remember that like it was yesterday. But it's good we didn't panic and we didn't just let it, do what it did. But it was scary because I was like, oh my gosh. But it was an accident. That's why I say accidents can happen, and you got to be able to. Sometimes when accidents happen, you have to be able to react quickly. If you panic, I always say this. I can't say the word, but if you panic, you don't make it. So you have to try to keep your wits to you when things happen. You have to know how to do it. It's just like if there was a kitchen fire. If you're a cook, you need to learn how to extinguish different types of kitchen fires. You have to know those things, especially if you're a cook. If it's a grease fire, what do you do? If it's a this kind of fire, what do you do?
Nah,
It's
nah.
it's different ways of it's different ways to stop certain type of fires. Every type of fire is not the same. A grease fire is totally different than a gas fire. A gas fire is totally different than it's different type of ways um, to stop different fires. And if you don't know, you've been and did the wrong thing. If you pour water on a grease fire, that's not good. That's not gonna work. That's gonna make the fire higher. So you have to, if you a cook and you in the kitchen, make sure you know those things, y'all. Make sure you know those things. It's very important. I'm a picky person. Stay safe. Yes, alcohol, even rubbing and have alcohol do. Yes. Oh Lord, we used to put alcohol on our hands and pans, whatever else, and light it. Oh my goodness, Susan. No, you can't be doing that type of stuff. It's not good to play with fire at all because fire, oh my gosh. Neff, I keep extinguishers on both floors of my house everywhere. I finally used one after years and years of nothing. Yes, you gotta keep those things. You gotta be able to be prepared for those type of things. Did you see the video of the chef that put French fries in a boiling pot of hot oil that was boiling? He placed them in and put the lid back on top, and the fire started. Then he started to put it out with water, and the fire increased. Yes, you can never, 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 never put water on a grease fire. Oil fire, you cannot do that. It just makes it higher. Salt. Remember that. If you cook in your kitchen and you're working with grease and that happens, salt. White table salt puts out a grease fire. Remember that.
Gas fire. What did that put out?
Remember that. So
So what will gas fire put out?
it's gas fire is different. You can put it out with water, but you cannot put grease fire out with water. I yelled fire, fire as I ran, get the extinguisher. Nobody woke up. Nobody. Yeah, it's that's why you got to be real careful because some people be in a deep sleep. You know, it's been times where families, you can get some people out and you can't get some people out. With the when stuff like that is going on, so you have to be very careful. You got to be very careful. Baking soda, 2 cents. Yes, baking soda. Baking soda can put it out too. Baking soda and salt. And burn the kitchen like the movie Soul Food at the end. Yes, that's because they didn't know how to put that out. You know, they didn't know how to put that out. They didn't know how to put it out, and that's why we gotta especially when you teaching your kids how to cook and stuff like that. Don't just teach them how to cook. Teach them what to do if something like that happens. Because if you giving them permission to cook on the stove and this, that, and the other, they need to know those things, y'all. They need to know those things. Because knowing can make the biggest difference in the world. Okay? Knowing can make the biggest difference in the world. And not panicking. Panic. Most time people panic and then you know it's over with after that because sometimes you can panic and it can be in your head like if this happens, do this, do that. But if you panic, all the things you think goes right out the window. Once that panic sets in, you don't know the door can be right there and you don't even know to go out of it because you in panic mode. You know what I'm saying? True story. If you in panic mode, the door can be right there. The only thing you have to do is walk through it, and you've been and went the other way because you in panic mode. Your mind is not working and reacting the way it needs to be working and reacting. Chef boy, wordy wife, come get your man. Yes, panic make things worse. Hey Cole, thanks for coming in. Definitely proud. It makes things worse when you panic. You don't know your back from your forward when you panic. Thank you for coming in, Cole. Thank you. Thank everybody for the likes. Anybody that's new to the live or new to the channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. Like, my mom burnt the house down once with grease. She used a towel to put it out, and when she pulled the towel up, it threw grease all over it. Yeah, you y'all gotta understand when you smother the fire, a grease fire, that's not gonna make it stop. Mm-mm. Can't smother it with no towel and all that other stuff. As soon as you take that off of there, now you got a bigger. It's bigger. That grease fire is something else. A grease fire is definitely something else. So I can imagine. And then when that grease flying, that's not just grease flying. That's fire flying with it. So now you got fire here, you got fire there. Now you got a big problem. You got to get up out of there because you can't just put it. You can't when it's going up like that. It goes so quick. It goes so quick. Flour to cover it or cover it like some pork pork chop. Well, what do you say? Cover it with some pork chops. Hey, Commander. Long time no see. That's Riz speaking to Commander. Just like just like if someone's cooking and leaves the food unattended because a phone call or a TV got your attention, that leads to a fire too. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's my granny used to tell me all the time. Don't be no long distance cook. That means if you cooking, you need to be close by where you cooking. You don't start cooking and then you go in there and you start doing something else. Because most likely, if you're doing something else, you're gonna forget, and there you go. That's starting the fire. So you have to be very careful. My granny told me all the time, do not be a long distance cook. That's what she called it. When you leave out of the kitchen and you know you cooking and doing some stuff, you a long distance cook. My dad is afraid I could burn the house. Yeah, you got to be careful. If you don't know how to do it, then it's important not to do something that you don't think you familiar with and things like that. That's why all those things you need to be need to be taught before you do those type of things. Proud. That's exactly what happened. She got a call. Yeah, you get distracted, Cole. She got distracted and forgot. Oh, let me show you, Cole. It's still in the cocoon. It's been 7 days. It's been in the cocoon, so it haven't come out of there yet. So it's still in the same stage. You're gonna see what happens to him tomorrow. I'm still counting down the days to see when he gonna come out of this. Cause like I said, he got to come out of this, and then he got to go into a harder cocoon once he comes out of this stage. So he doing good. He's still in there. I know how to use the oven, but not the stove yet. Yeah, it's you got to be able to you gotta be able to use all of that and know how to what happens if anything happens. You got to know how to get rid of that or whatever. Like if you something in your stove, like say something wastes down, some grease wastes down into your oven, you cover that with salt, y'all. Don't use no water. Don't pour no water on it. None of that. Use some salt. Sprinkle it on there. If you ain't got no salt, you know, um,
Hey
baking
Cole.
soda. But make sure you cover that with salt, and then you ain't got to worry about that because it can that fire that grease is not nothing to play with when you using that stuff in the kitchen. I didn't see people use those big what do you call it? The little things you put the deep fryers that they use outside. Never use one of them inside your house, guys. Never use one of those inside your house, cause that ain't good at all. But
Deep fry.
I seen somebody use it outside, and when they put the chicken or turkey or whatever they was putting in it, the grease overflowed because they didn't know how much. It's just like a glass of water. If you put, it's just like a glass of water when you put, say you got water and you put more ice in it, it's gonna run over because the ice is taking up more space. It's just like the oil. You got to know how much oil you putting in those things and know how much room you got when you putting something else in it. It's just like the bathtub when you get in the tub and your water, you got your water a certain height. Once you get in it, the water rises because now your body is in there. So the water has to have somewhere to go. So if you got too much water in it, it's gonna go over the side. Same thing. You got to be able to know, okay, I need this much in there because I need to put this down in there. If you put too much, as soon as you put that in there, it's going to overflow. And guess what? Now that's grease on fire. So you got to be really careful. It would be cool if a monarch, monarch, monarch butterfly, how you say that? Monarch, oh, monarch butterfly. I let my kids cook in the microwave. Food says it stayed in a, cocoon about 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't want to know that code, but thank you. Yeah, I wanted to try to do the process myself and see how long it's gonna take and document it on my own. Don't use them big fryers on the wood porch either. Do it on a concrete or yes. Yeah, that's something that's just like a barbecue grill. You want that stuff to be a little away from your house when you're doing that type of stuff. You don't want that stuff on your porch, just like you don't want a barbecue on your porch. You know what I mean? Because if something happened or whatever, is get it away from the house a little bit. Put it out in the yard. Because anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yeah, but definitely you got to be aware of all that type of stuff, y'all. You definitely got to be aware of all that stuff. And when you teaching your kids, don't just teach them how to cook. Teach them what to do if all those type of things happen. Because some people they can know how to cook, and they don't know how to combat some of that type of stuff. And there you go. It's just like that movie I was watching. I think that was a Final Destination when that guy he had won the lottery or something and this that and the other and he was trying to cook when all that stuff happened he didn't know how to stop the fire. You know what I'm saying? Then he wound up getting out of the house, but then all that other stuff happened. But I was just talking about the fire part. Like some people can cook, think that know how to cook, but they don't know what to do if those type of things happen. So that comes hand in hand when you're teaching. When you're teaching your child, that comes hand in hand. Teach them how to do those things if something like that happens. You know, it's very important. Fryer hack is you put what you are gonna cook in the fryer will fill with water and then take out the items you're gonna cook. Mark the level, empty the water, dry it out, and then fill the grease. Yeah, you need to know what you're doing before you do it. Oh, don't use big fryers on the wood port. Oh yeah, yeah, but you gotta know that before you go out there and try to do that because that stuff you put that stuff in there and That grease just gonna come straight up, straight on up. You definitely gotta know the how much you need, and this it's just like baking a cake. You need certain things to bake your cake. So you need a certain amount of this, you need a certain amount of that, you need a certain amount of this for your cake to come out right. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with anything else you're doing. Make sure you know how much it is or what it is you need to do before you do it. Very smart to do, you know. So before you turn that fire on, make sure, okay, I need to put this much oil in there for this, you know, so you'll know. Nefititi, if you remember a joint called Casper Pizza years ago in South Chi-Town burned down back in 2019. It took 100 firefighters to put that out, and no one was hurt. Fortunately, I read that online. Oh, uh, I don't know. I didn't know. I'm gonna have to read up on that. Proud. I'm gonna have to read up on that. I didn't know. I didn't hear. I've been from Chicago
7 years.
since for 7 years now. So I've been out of Chicago like 7 years now. But I'm gonna have to read up on that.
Dang, man, I was stretching my shirt back.
I'm gonna have to read. But you know what? Most house fires, that is those grease fires that don't nobody know how to know don't know how to mess with. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to do that type of stuff, y'all. Stay aware. Stay aware. If you need to read up on it, see what's what, this, that, and the other. The best of cooks. Okay, don't get me wrong. The best of cooks can it can happen too. It ain't just people that's just starting out. The best of cooks, those things can happen to. You just gotta know what to do when it happens, and you gotta know not to panic when it happens. Panic is not good. It's just like when you trying to swim. You can be the best swimmer in the world. Okay, best swimmer in the world. If you get in a a big body of water, and you panic, I don't care if you know how to swim or not. It's not gonna work. When you panic, that's when bad things happen. So yeah, I know that's hard to say to not do, but if you can help it, try to keep a level head on whatever's going on, because keeping a level head and not panicking can change the situation, and can help out a lot. Yes, it is. I used to live there over a decade ago. I've been back here home in Puerto Rico for over a decade now. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to Chicago. Proud. Um, Before I moved down here, I used to you know even when I moved out from Chicago, um, I was still back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But since I've been here in uh in Tennessee, I haven't been back and forth to Chicago. You know, but I definitely miss it. Okay, y'all talk about some good food, y'all. If y'all ain't taste Chicago food, what you doing in your life? Hmm. If you ain't took you a trip and taste some Chicago food, what is you doing in your life, y'all? And that food, Chicago. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I miss it. I done been to a whole lot of places, and I try to, when I go to different places, whatever is they staples or something that they known for, and they where I'm at. I try to I try to try it out and things like that. But I've been to a lot of places, and I'm gonna say I think Chicago's got it hands down, y'all. I know that's where I'm from. Y'all like, you just saying that because that's where you from. Y'all, I'm telling you what I know. I didn't taste a lot of food. I'm telling you what I know. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. If you ever get a chance and you want to go on you a trip and you want to taste some good food, Chicago is where you need to go. Okay. Uno and Harold's Chicken. Oh my goodness, I miss Harold's Chicken. Oh my goodness, they salt. Oh my goodness. Mm. Home run in pizza. I wanna come to Chicago and go to McDonald's University. I used to work at the McDonald's University. Susan, that was one of my. Mm, I forget which job it was. It wasn't my first job. My first job was out and about. It was Little Caesars like that. But I used to work at McDonald University, and y'all working there, working there. You get a lot of different stuff than working at McDonald's other places and stuff. But that's McDonald's University. That's in Forest Park, Susan. It's in Chicago, but it's like in the suburbs of Chicago. It's called Forest Park. Home run in is yes. Home run in pizza, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all gotta taste that. Yeah, but that's they actually got the university on one side, Susan, and then they got the corporation on the other side. Um, the university is a little bit further from the corporation. Um, but you get like people that work there at those places. They get a lot of different more different uh perks and stuff than just actually working at a McDonald's. You can move up in the corporation and in the university. You can move up and rank at the McDonald's there. You don't just stay an employee, a cashier or using the register or cooking and stuff like that. You can actually move up, and in the corporation, um, they have the restaurant downstairs, but that's only for the corporate people. And what they do in that building is they actually sell McDonald's and sell McDonald products and things like that. So, say you want to buy a McDonald's, um, you go through the corporation. They sell it to a person, and then they get access to all the McDonald's products and things like that. So it could be a certain owner of it, but they getting all the perks and stuff from McDonald's. But you got to do that through the corporation. And then the university, on the other hand, the university is where they uh, all the McDonald's that you see, that they have in the restaurant, they have that over there. And then you can go to school and move up in rank over there, and they're basically over there. When you go over there, like all the products that McDonald's make, that's where they start. That's where they start making it at. Where they come up with it at, things like that. So it's pretty nice. When I was working there, I was able to I was able to buy uh like the if I wanted McDonald's, I didn't have to go and buy McDonald's. When you working at the corporation or the university, you can actually buy it in bulk. You can buy the pancakes, you can buy the sausage, you can buy anything you want to buy. You can buy in bulk, and by you working there, it didn't cost much. My son used to love the McDonald's pancakes and sausage and things like that. So buy those. I would buy those, and I would pay. By me working there, I can just buy the whole pack of pancakes and the whole thing of sausage, y'all, for 10 cents. Okay, so you got a lot of perks working at the corporation and at the university. You can get all that stuff, and you can just put it in your freezer and have it. I can only do fish fillet from McDonald's in the UK because it's only oh that's on. I believe London is different. I'm going there before. Yeah, I you know what I would love to visit London. That's looks like a beautiful place. JJ's Fish. See, I ain't messing with you today, proud. I'm not messing with you today, proud. Thinking about Chicago and they food. You hurting my heart. You hurt my heart because I can't get to it. You can make your own IHOP and Denny meals at home. Laugh out loud. Them all. You can eat pancakes. Yes. Yeah, but it's so much better to work at the if you know you in working for McDonald's. It's so much better to work at the corporation or the university. It is, you know. Then okra and gizzard. You already know. Yes, I love me some fried okra. Who else like fried okra? I know I love me some fried okra. It's good, y'all. Especially if it's seasoned right. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Countries can I can whatever I like in McDonald's. Yeah, you know, different places you go. The some of the places different. Like you got McDonald's. I'm sorry, y'all moving like that because I be in a little pain, y'all, sometimes. But you know, you can go to different places and like I was watching something where they was like in uh different places. You go to McDonald's and they got totally different menus and everything in a McDonald's. Like what we was watching like Asian, like in Asia and different places like that. Uh uh what is it? Y'all, my man ain't working right. My man ain't working right. In Japan and things like that, you go to McDonald's and different restaurants that we have here. You go there, totally different, totally different experience. Remember Doc's, the fish joint? They had the best fried. Oh my goodness! See, proud. Stop doing it to me. Stop. He talk about Chicago food, y'all. Oh my goodness, I miss it so much.
That home run in though.
I introduced King Zachariah
was
to some Chicago
was it
food, y'all.
Coladas?
Y'all.
What is the other one? The Stadium Pizza. Where's that from?
Val said, R. Kelly said, y'all Southside girls could cook good enough. I wasn't no Southside girl, Val. we got spam and eggs. I was a West Side girl, Val. I wasn't South Side, okay? But I used to be on the South Side. Don't get me wrong. I was all over. Chicago was my stomping ground. I was north, I was south, I was east, I was west. Yes, but I grew up on the west side, east northwest side. Yes, but you know, I'm pretty sure. I know the South Side got some good. Well, all over Chicago, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. You go anywhere in Chicago and you gonna get some good food. Okay, you gonna get some good food. They don't be playing. And you know what I noticed? Most people, it's it's kind of weird to me because a lot of people from Chicago are actually from the South. So they families and things like that, they learned what they know, they cook it and all that stuff. They learned it from the South, and then when they went to Chicago years ago, they took all that with them. You know what I'm saying? And then but they put a twist on what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. They was in the South. They learned how to cook from their, their grannies, their granddaddies, their great great greats and great great greats. Then they took it to Chicago and they put a little twist on it because Chicago a little faster. So they put their little twist on it, and now you got they own line of food, Chicago. Okay, I'm telling you what I know. Bro, you claiming wow hundreds. What do you say? Shout out K Town. Oh, K Town, West Madison, and Wild Hundred. Oh yeah, all through there. Well, the K Town and all that stuff. That's more west, northwest, and then the Wild Hundred. When you going out to like going out to the lakefronts and all that other stuff and all that, you gonna hit all that. You gonna hit all that, y'all. Man, we had some fun in Chicago, y'all. Now I have friends out there and developed a love for the city when I lived there 10 years ago. Yes, great city, great food. Yes, it is. It really is, y'all. So if y'all ever want to take a vacation, y'all tell me about it. Y'all take a vacation and go to Chicago and taste some of their food. Y'all gonna want to go at least once a year, every year. Like I gotta get to Chicago and get some of their food. If you can experience once in your life Chicago's food, make sure you do. Okay, make sure you do because it is really good. I went to when I went to Vegas. When I went to Vegas, I went to the Stratosphere, y'all. You talking about the best steak I have ever tasted in my entire life was at the Stratosphere in Vegas. You go. It looked like the building looked like a needle or something, like a big long thing. But you go to the top of there, and you're sitting down at the table, but the floor and everything is actually moving, and you don't feel yourself moving. You can look out the windows because it's all glass windows. So while you're sitting there eating your dinner, you're perfectly still, but some kind of how this thing is spinning, and you can see the entire strip all the way around as you're going around sitting there eating, and it is so amazing, y'all. It was a really nice place, but I ordered the steak. Um, I that was the first time I had ever tasted salmon raw, but whatever they put on it, I was like, I when they first brought it out to the table, I was like, that's raw. I ain't never eat no raw salmon. Y'all, whatever it was, I should have got more than one, but they was expensive, y'all, for two people. So when you go to the Stratosphere in Vegas, and for two people, uh, and that was just the two meals with the steak meals. That was potatoes. I had potatoes. I had a steak. I had um, I had that little hors d'oeuvre. Um, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I either had asparagus. I can't remember if I had asparagus or broccoli. And then we had at the time we had a bottle of wine or some type of wine. But those two plates by themselves, that meal, those two meals was $300, y'all. So when if you ever go to the Stratosphere and you go up there, just know it's gonna be a nice little piece of change. But I enjoyed it so much, y'all. That was the best steak I have ever tasted. And then the chef came out to the table to see if we enjoyed the food and all that other stuff. Y'all, it was a beautiful experience. It was so nice. We used to go to African restaurant called Yesa on the south side. Best lamb you ever taste. Oh, oh, that sounds good, Val. I don't think I've been there. Which area of Chicago is safe to travel to? Well, if you're a tourist, really, you want to stay downtown Chicago. Downtown Chicago. Uh, just be safe during travel. Yes, sometimes the appetizers be better than the actual meal. Yes, that appetizer was so good, and you know what? I wish I could have, I wish I could have got that recipe, whatever that was, because I haven't had it since. I've tried to, sometimes you try to get stuff to taste like something you did not that you didn't taste, and it just don't come out because you don't have the recipe. But I have not tasted that again. If I ever get that taste, I'm gonna get that. If I could ever find that recipe, and if I can ever find the recipe of that steak, y'all talking about the best steak I've ever had. And I like I said, I like to cook. I have not got my steak to be like that yet. Okay, and I've been trying. I don't know what he put in that steak, how he cooked it, or anything like that. But that was the best steak I have ever tasted. I've ever tasted, and I would not mind paying that $300 to taste that steak and that appetizer again. I'm telling you, when you out on vacation and you live your best life, because some of them experiences you only get them one time. That's something I know for sure. Some of them experiences that you go through in your life, sometimes that's only one time experience. It's only a one time experience. So you make sure you live it to the fullest. You know, like it's certain places that you can go and you have such a good time and you never had that experience again, but you have that memory, those memories forever. You know, it's having memories and being able to tell your grandkids when you have them, or your kids, and this, that, and the other. It's nothing like it. It's unfortunate that some people don't even, they don't get to do a lot of things, and they don't have a lot of different experiences, because they're scared to step out of their comfort zone. Step out your comfort zone, y'all. Step out your comfort zone, because some things are priceless. Some experiences and things like that that can happen to you in your life are priceless. I gotta get back to work now. Stay safe and blessed, and take care, y'all. Peace.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Proud. Thanks for
For
coming. I
sure, proud.
appreciate you. You have a good day. Stay blessed. Yes, but if y'all ever get a chance, y'all gotta live, y'all. Live. Get those experiences. Even if sometimes, even if you just do it once, you know, just having that experience is better to have different experiences and do different things than to just go your entire life without, because you're scared. I was terrified. Okay, I was terrified to go on a plane. True story. I was terrified. But y'all, I got the reservation. I set up everything, the hotels when we get there. I packed everything else, did all that, did everything I needed to do. When it was time to get on that plane, y'all, it was something else. I was like, I changed my mind. Y'all can go. I get my stuff when y'all get back because it's already in the plane. I'm not going, y'all. They had to coach me on that plane. Okay, when you, when I tell you, they had to coach me on that plane. They had to coach me on that plane because when you go there and then you get ready to step onto the plane, it's like a spot you can see, and you can see the ground, y'all. You can see the ground. When I got to that point and I could see the ground, I'm scared. scared of heights. I'm not a height person. I seen that ground, and I turned around and started walking the other way. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It was so funny, y'all. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But once I stepped over that threshold and I got in the plane, then my anxiety went back down. I was cool. I could breathe, but I had to step my feet over there first. That was the first task. That was the first task, y'all. I stepped my feet up over there, and once I got over there and I sat down, now in the beginning I was like, I don't want to sit by the window, this, that, and the other. But it's like once I stepped my feet over there, over that threshold, I was totally back normal. I could breathe again. I didn't have the anxiety, stress. I sat by the window. I watched the plane roll, leave the terminal. I watched it go down the runway. I watched it as it gradually went up while I was up there. I mean, I took the whole experience and made sure I got that whole experience from the time we got on there to the time we landed, seeing the terrain at the bottom from the plane and all that other stuff. It looks so weird, y'all. It looking down on the houses and stuff like that, further and further that you get up, it looks so amazing. It's like you don't even see the houses no more, and you just see it look like it look like somebody drew a map, and you just see the different ways to go on the streets and things like that. It looks totally different. Then the higher you go up, you can't even see that no more. It looked like craters. It looked like the world and the land is craters or something. It's so amazing. Like I made sure I seen every aspect of being up there, y'all, because that was a new experience, and I like to see. I like to see. I like to if I actually do something, then I got to get the best experience out of it. Everything I do, it's just me. But uh, even coming back and coming back down, I watched it like I wasn't scared no more. And after that, when it was time to go somewhere, let's get this plane, let's go. It was so much easier after that. And I was one of them. I was one of them people that said I would never get in the plane. That was me. Hey Mookie, thank you for coming in. Yes, that was me. I was one of them people. I was like, I ain't never getting in no plane. Not me. Mm-mm. but I did it, and once I did it, it was that was the end. And it was like it wasn't no stopping me from going. I went from doing that. I went from getting on the plane for the first time to I had been on thousands and thousands of road trips, in a car or on a train or things like that. But that experience on that plane, that's something different. And you get there so quick, y'all. You get there way quicker than what you would if you was driving and things like that. It's like being up there was like, okay, we got on, we strapped in, they tell you to turn off your devices, and then after you get to certain ways up, then they tell you, oh, you can turn your devices back on, so you're sitting there doing whatever you want on your computer or your phone, whatever, what have you, and then they come through and give you like little refreshments and things like that. By the time they get to everybody with the refreshments and all that other stuff, and then they put that up, it be time to come down. It be so quick. You like, dang, the flight over already. We already here. It depends on where you're going, but it's so quick, y'all. It was so quick. Hey Ella, thank you for coming in.
Under my umbrella.
How long we been on, baby?
uh, about 2 hours, maybe three.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that was a real good experience. So then I went from that to I was like, oh, I want to go on me a cruise, y'all. When I went on my cruise, that's gonna be for another day. That's gonna be for another day.
Oh,
But
for sure.
I done did some things before I got to where to what I'm what you know what's going on with me now. I done did a lot of things, y'all, and I thank God that I did. I really thank God that I did, you know, because that was when I was at my best. I was walking, running, dancing, skipping, all that. You hear me? So I had a lot of fun, y'all. That's why I say, step out of that comfort zone, y'all. To be able to live this life, you got to step out of your comfort zone. People say, "Oh, I'm scared to do this and I'm scared to do that." Let me tell you something. If something gonna happen to you, it can happen to you on your front porch. It can happen to you in your house. It can happen to you
Well, you at?
anywhere. Oh, don't. Uh, yeah, it can
What?
happen to you anywhere.
What?
When you had kicked the thing and the camera on. Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
if something gonna happen to you, it can happen to you where you are. So um, to limit yourself, as far as living, being afraid of something. Sometimes you gotta step out of that. You gotta step out of that comfort zone, and you gotta face your fears to be able to live your life, to get those experiences, because they some experiences are so priceless. Like you'll never fully understand until you get out there and do it. And you want to do it when you can, because like I said, everything is not promised. You can't always say, "Oh well, I can do it later on in my life. I can do it, this, that, and the other," because you never know. Like I didn't know I was gonna be sitting here in this chair. I didn't know that I had a sickness uh, 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 a sickness that was gonna get me down like this, or whatever. You gotta do things when you can, and have fun when you go and do it. Enjoy yourself. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Get Do some things in your life. You know, we can sit in one spot, in one place. So what type of things are you gonna really be able to talk about? Well, I done sat here on this porch for 20 years, 30 years. I had some good neighbors. We had a couple of neighbors that lived over there, couple different neighbors over there. But them people have been there for years, just like me. What you gonna have to talk about if you don't do something, if you don't do things, if you don't live? You know, you gotta be able to do something. You gotta get out there and do some of them things, y'all.
They back home now.
Yeah, you gotta definitely get out there and do some of them things. Hi, Random. Thank you for coming. Never TV. Hello. Yeah, I hope as well. I see you with that that swag shirt. Oh, thank you. uh, Comfort zones are for those that don't understand adventure. Yes, you gotta have some kind of adventure in your life, y'all. Do it. Get out there and do it. Be safe doing it,
Mm.
but do it. You know, it ain't nothing to it but to do it. And you'll have so many things to talk about, so many experiences, so many different things, y'all.
Dang.
I don't want to be no grandmama coming up and saying, "Oh, Granny ain't really did nothing. I've been around this house, and you know, that's all I did. I go to the back and I come to the front. You know, I go to the store sometime. No, I want to be able to do some stuff, y'all. I want to be able to tell my grandkids all type of stuff. I didn't been a lot of different places, y'all. Even now, I'm not just because I'm you know uh in this chair. And guess what? Even if I didn't get my new chair to be able to go myself, when I can, my son them come and get me and this, that, and other. I'm not gonna, I'm ready to go. I ain't gonna let this pain stop me. I think that's why I went through some of the, right now today I think about a lot of the stuff that I went through in my life, uh and some of the things that I was enduring and experiencing and things like that. And you know what I say today? I went through all those things. The Lord was making me strong. He was making me strong because he already knew what was going to go on in my life. You know, he already knew that what I was going to endure and what I was going to have to go through. So he made me strong. He made me strong as a person. He made me strong, you know, far as um, everything, pain, all that. If y'all, man, he made me strong. And right now to do it today, I'm strong, and I thank God that I experienced some of those things because it helped me to deal with what I go through on a daily now. You know, it helps me get past that. It helps me get through it. You know, and I wouldn't change those things. I wouldn't change the things that I went through, the things that I did, and all that. I wouldn't, because that all that makes you to who you are, makes you the person that you are. If anything had been different in my life, I wouldn't be this person that is sitting right here right now. So you know, even some of the bad experiences that you've been through, it's still all that the good and the bad makes you to the person that you are today. Remember that always. It does. It all counts. It all matters because it may be something bad that you went through, and something happened in this day and a time, and you already know how to get through it. You already know how to deal with it. You know already know what you need to do to, you know, when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Those experiences mean something. Trust me, those experiences mean something. But with that being said, y'all, I know my ride, it will be coming soon. So me and Zachariah gonna get out of here, y'all. I really enjoyed myself with y'all today. Um, um, I hope y'all enjoyed yourself with me as well. Anybody that's just coming in, I would really appreciate it if you share, subscribe. You know, become 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 one of my fave babes. I call my favorite people my fave babes, y'all over here. Y'all my fave babes. That means my favorite people. So come on over if you enjoyed this. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I love you all, and I see you all next time.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You ain't never miss an upload come from us, baby. From us, baby. And never let nobody tell you, yes, you, baby, that you ain't somebody. And tell somebody you love them. Tell everybody in the chat that you love them.
I love you all.
All right, and we out of here, coach.
I love you all. Make sure y'all stay safe.
Stay safe.
It's getting hot now, so
all right.
Stay hydrated.
All right. Peace.
Ladies, through all your sexiest fits, it's like room temperature, you know it's a hit. It's like Nefititi is feeling the fame. It's like this is my life, I ain't playing no games. It's like gentlemen, your fits are insane. It's like look at me, ain't playing no games.